Guthrie Football 2023 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. The Martin Insurance Agency, insurance excellence. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley, real estate. Guthrie Bluejay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, E&H Dirt Work, Exxon, and Mayor Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Good evening and welcome. Kelsey Stadium, Dale City, Oklahoma, on the campus of Dale City High School. It is the second round of the Class 5A playoffs tonight. It's number 2 versus number 3, the winner, moving on to the state semifinals. It's the Guthrie Bluejays on the road here tonight, taking on the Dale City Eagles. Appreciate every one of you guys checking us out on GMP TV on this Friday night. Our broadcast team includes Cody Knox and Aaron Ryburn, running our social media tonight. Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, and Lance Evans, the camera operators. Connor Phillips and Ronnie Phillips producing and directing. Down on the field, Sean Silvas, my partner, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans, and Phil, here we go. This is number 2 versus number 3. This was a scenario that we kind of started talking about week 1 of district play, that this could be a scenario here. Fast forward till tonight, and here we are.
Yeah, best game in the state of Oklahoma, game of the week across all classes of football tonight. And I tell you, you talked about it. We've got 2 powerhouses, and this feels like a championship game. Chris, doesn't feel like a second-round game. Feels like a championship game with the caliber of teams tonight.
No doubt, and this is Dale City High School up in Class 6A. For a long time, make their way down to 5A last year, and they are a talented ball club. They're led by head coach Robert Jones. This is his 3rd year here. We'll talk about him throughout the night, and some of the coaches that have come and gone from this program. It's a nice stacked list there. But in the offseason, and we'll talk about it throughout the broadcast as well, they had 3 Division I transfers. Everyone knows all about the Carl Albert transfers, and they're going to OU. But Dale City High School, 3 Division I transfers come into this program, including 2 from Southeast and 1 from McGinnis. All 3 have played Guthrie before.
All 3 have played Guthrie before, and I'll tell you what, 2 of those 3 Power 5 caliber kids. I mean, it's a big time. A lot of athletes on the field. Talked to Coach Kelly Beebe before the game. He says, you know what? Across the board, they're faster than Carl Albert. I mean, he talked about the team speed of Dale City being the best we've seen all year, and I think there's no question about that.
And kind of got lucky because when Dale City came down to 5A, of course, Midwest City did too, all 3 Middale schools, and they didn't want to put them all in the same district a couple years ago. So Midwest City went to District 1, Carl Albert stays in District 2, which is the Guthrie district, and then they went east to Dale City did to 5A3, and so usually, Guthrie finishing right up in we would normally be in Grove or Sapulpa, Coweta, somewhere away, but Dale City and East School just 30 minutes from home.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes.
We really appreciate that.
That part we do.
That part we do. And again, Dell City, Coach Jones' staff, they've done a great job bringing these kids together. Always had a ton of athletes, right?
Always.
He's brought a really sense of team and discipline to the program. And so I think there's just a real – we're getting ready to watch potentially one of the best high school football games our viewers will see in some time tonight.
No doubt. It is the game of the week in the state of Oklahoma. We're going to take our opening timeout here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. When we come back, we dive into the X's and O's of this ball game, as well as some game notes, keys to victory, series history, all that great stuff. Coming up here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Welcome back, Del City, Oklahoma. Second round of the playoffs. The winner moves on to the state semifinals. That'll be a neutral field somewhere on the west side of the state. Location to be determined later. Guthrie and Del City will play for the right to play either Claremore or Elgin. Claremore 48-47 victors last week over Sapulpa. And then Elgin shut out Piedmont 20-0. So possibly number 4 or number 6 awaits 2 or 3.
Yeah, this side of the bracket, Del City, Guthrie, Claremore, and Elgin, a gauntlet this year. There's no doubt about it. And I tell you, that Claremore team, they're playing really good football at the right time of the year. I mean, they're really starting to play good football. Of course, Elgin all year long has put up a bunch of points and played really good defense, so that should be a great game as well.
Yep, we'll find out who that is next week. It'll be a good one. Class 5A, perhaps the most deepest team class in all of high school football this year here in Oklahoma. Go downstairs to the sideline tonight with Sean Silvas. Bring him in for the first time tonight. And, Sean, we have the weather popping up here in a second, but not a bad night for high school football here in the month of November.
Yeah, definitely a nice night for football. The sun went down, so now the lights are on, and we could see below 50 degrees, but I think even then with these boys out there playing, it should be just a good night for high school football.
No doubt. And as we take a look at the weather here tonight, 55 degrees, winds out of the north, 6 miles an hour. It is clear skies. And really, Sean,
the big thing, the temperature is fine. What's even better tonight, right now anyway, there's no wind.
Yeah, there's definitely no wind. I'm trying. You said something about wind. I'm trying to figure out which way it's coming from, but I can't really feel it. There's a little bit of chill in the air, but I don't feel any wind. So I think either way the ball goes, they're going to be able to play without anything hindering them.
All right, Sean, we'll come back to you here in a little bit here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show as we look at the series history between these two programs. And Phil, it came a little bit before your time, I think. This is the 9th meeting all time. Del City leads the series, but last time they played, Guthrie won. Good news there. 1963 was the last time these two programs played.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 3 years before I was even a thought. Goodness gracious, 60 years ago.
This is what happens when you're the home broadcast team.
Yeah.
You've lost 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
But you say you've won the first one.
Yeah.
And you won the first one and the last one. We won't talk about the ones in the middle. We'll talk about the last one and the first one.
Last time they played, they had those helmets that had plastic. They were made out of plastic.
Were there helmets then?
Well, oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very flimsy looking, though.
So this is a meeting for the first time in a while. And Del City and 5A obviously obviously this year, but the next 2 years guaranteed as well. So we could see some Jays and Eagles moving on in the coming years.
That'd be fun.
No doubt. Let's take a look at some of the game notes coming into tonight's contest. And here we go, Phil. Guthrie, and we'll talk about this. Guthrie has not reached the semifinals since 2013, a state championship year. 0-5 since then. However, those losses, Grove, pretty good team last year.
Semifinals team.
21, McAllister, state championship team, or went to the state championship. 2020, Collinsville.
State champions.
2018, Collinsville. 2014, Skiatook. Guthrie lost this game a year ago to Grove, 27-19. The year before, remember, at McAllister, 27-21. They make that one catch on 4th down. Yeah. I think they go in and win the ball game.
Yeah, heartbreaking game. Great ball. All those great ball games. And that's when you get to this point. I know it's cliche, but there's no bad football teams left.
Yeah, especially this year.
Yeah, especially this year. They can all play outstanding football. And I think it's an interesting thing. I think that last note you have there, senior class looking for 30th varsity win. That's big time. I mean, you think about that.
Well, and you add to it, Hayden Calvert actually has 30 victories. He got that one start against MacArthur his freshman year. He has 30 wins. Brian Dutton has the most career wins, 43. And that's a very, very, it just goes back to
crazy.
The
glory
years.
days.
Yeah. Del City, you take a look at them, 10-0 regular season for the first time since 1993. Those transfers are making the Eagles contenders. Del City is going to be a good ball club, but the way they have beaten teams this year, I think, is a reason. Well, the Division I transfers making a difference.
Yeah, I mean, the closest game all year was 14 points, I think, to McAllister. And in that game, Fields, number 1, we'll be saying his name a lot tonight, did not play in the second half. I think he got nicked up a little bit. But, they're an explosive team, speed to burn. No doubt the transfers made a significant difference.
The transfers,
for Del City.
The transfers, quarterback River Warren, he'll wear jersey number 10. He's got an Akron University scholarship offer there. The running back, number 1, Rodney Fields. He also will play linebacker. More on that here in a little bit, but he is the running back, jersey number 1. He is committed to play at Oklahoma State University. And number 9, I think maybe the most special of the two, is LaDainian Fields. That is Rodney Fields' cousin, and he's a wide receiver and a defensive back, and he is a big-time player. And then you add that with all the athletes and Coach Robert Jones, who played for Oklahoma State University on the football program. They will be a true 100% test for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it doesn't get any tougher than this.
Yeah.
I think, when you look at team speed, we talked about it a little bit earlier, this is going to be the overall fastest team we've seen all year. Them, Carl Albert, Guthrie, Elgin, all for the last 6-8 weeks have been clear-cut, I think, top 1, 2, 3, 4.
No doubt. Of course, the last time the Eagles were in the state semis, 2019 when they were in 6A too. So none of the players in the program for either squad have been in a state semifinal game. Of course, Coach Beebe has been there many times and is a state championship coach as well. There you see the visiting crowd from Guthrie across the way, bundled up and ready for this one. We'll take another time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Come back. We got keys to victory. We got the coin toss and Jays and Eagles running out for the game of the week here in the state of Oklahoma. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
Meet Eddie Hinkey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Connect with Eddie today and explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hinkey, where home and business meet success.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show here on GMP TV. Hey, Grant Gower right there. He is the Director of Officials with the OSSAA. He's one of the big dogs for the association. And this crew, officiating crew, we'll talk about them here in a little bit. They are from Tulsa. So we have two teams pretty close here. But the officials made the longest trip to get here tonight. So they're getting ready to take a picture with Grant Gower, Director of Officials at the OSSAA, one of the great guys around. So welcome back.
Good coach.
He was a good coach,
no doubt.
He is also a great basketball official. Head football coach. He was assistant baseball coach. There you see greeting the crews, just an outstanding guy.
And I want to say that I had a long visit with him last year at the state championship games. Genuinely one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Just a good man.
No doubt. Speaking of a good man, let's go back down to Sean Silvas. And Phil, is Sean putting on gloves for tonight's contest,
He's
Sean?
not as tough as he once was.
Yeah, with age comes comfort, I think, guys. I'm done suffering.
Well, Sean, we got the Mercy Health report, but you were also saying there may be some dew forming.
Yeah, we've been walking around out here on the turf, and I didn't notice anything. Shoes aren't wet. The turf is dry. However, like the bench and then like the training table, there's like a dew covering everything. So I don't know if that's going to affect anything with the football or if it does get slick out here on the field. Right now it's dry. It seems to be. But I will say the temperature, that bite in the air I was talking about, it's a little bit harder bite than I thought. I'm getting a little chilly down here. So
hence the gloves.
Hence the gloves and the beanie, and I'm dressed a little different now. So.
You got a cool badge there, sideline pass as well. Sean, tell us what we need to know for the Mercy Health report tonight for the Blue Jays.
Just staying healthy like every week. I know last week was a very physical game. A lot of guys were banged up during the game. Talked to a few guys this week, and seems like everybody's healthy. Everybody made practice. Everybody got all the reps in. So I think everybody's healthy. Just hopefully, like say, it's going to be another physical game, and they're going to need that to get this win. So
Sean,
they just got to stay on the field.
Yeah, thank you for that health report. Sean, I see Jason Herzl across the way. He's also wearing gloves.
See, I'm not the only one, guys. I'm not the only one.
Okay. But I got to say this. I know Jason pretty well.
Yeah, they're the gloves right there. He's got the workman's gloves on.
And he always has – he wears a beanie when it's 78 out. So So that may not be truly reflective of how he's feeling.
All right, so there's your weather report there. Guthrie getting ready to come out for the captains. So we need to take another time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We still got keys to victory in the coin toss, all coming up here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back. Del City, Oklahoma. Short drive for the Blue Jays here for the second round of these playoffs. You see the Blue Jays in the traveling white uniforms. Del City captains just now starting to make their way toward midfield. We're a little over 7 minutes from kicking this one off here in the second round of the playoffs. Remember, the winner of this ball game will play the winner between Claremore and Elgin. That game in Elgin tonight, pretty healthy drive for the Zebras of Claremore High School all the way down to Elgin. Other side of the bracket, Battle of the Bishops.
Yeah.
Bishop Kelly, Bishop McGinnis. Bishop McGinnis went up to Bishop Kelly early this year, got beat 24-7. McGinnis playing much better offensively right now. And then on the other side of the bracket, top right of the bracket, is Carl Albert and Collinsville. They have hooked up multiple times, including recently in the state championship.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great game. And, there's a good man, Eric Little, our buddy.
Got caught, Eric Little.
Big supporter of the show. We appreciate that. Always smiling, Eric. Always smiling.
No glasses.
Oh, did he lose them? Got LASIK. Oh, look at him. Yeah, no, that Collinsville Deer Creek game, a lot of history there you talked about in championship play. And I still think this is the best game in 5A. I think followed closely. Of course, the Battle of the Bishops at 2.0 this year. That'll be a good game. But I like that Claremore-Elgin game. That's got to get – there's something about it tells me that's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, we'll have updates throughout the entire night brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Let's go downstairs with tonight's coin toss. Well, that was quick. That was one of the quickest coin toss you'll ever see. And so Del City will receive the opening kick. So we'll see the Del City offense against the Guthrie defense. As some last-second instructions here. We'll have the officials here a little bit later on, but last-minute instructions given off here.
Toss first, then instructions.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
Usually there's a toss and then instructions, but they did the opposite here tonight. So both teams will shake hands and go to their respective tunnel. We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, Jays run onto the field and get set for the second round playoff against the Del City Eagles. There's Jalen Harper. More on him a little bit later on. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
And there is tonight's national anthem, performed nicely there by the Del City High School Marching Band. You see the Blue Jay fans who have made their way down the 35 over to 44, right? 44. Yeah. I-35, I-44. You see the Blue Jays getting ready to run out onto the field, and we talked all about Del City. Jalen Harper last week, Phil, setting a school record and a single rushing record, 343 yards, 5 touchdowns. Guthrie doesn't complete a pass. It'll be interesting to see how Del City defends. Everybody knows Jalen Harper. He's gone over 100 yards in every single game. Do you just load the box to stop him and then have your DBs go one-on-one against Guthrie receivers?
Yeah, I think that's what you do. I mean, and Jalen, he's been over 100 yards every week. Of course, that breakout game last week with 343 and over a 12-yard per carry average, those 5 touchdowns. But Jalen's going to have a big game again tonight. But I'll tell you what, I just think there's some things that are lining well for Jalen to have another big game tonight.
Big thank you to Greg Gibson, a $50 super chat in the YouTube comments. Can't thank you enough for that. Thank you so much. And then you look at by the way, I've done much as homework I can. The PA announcer that you'll be hearing in your ear tonight is Mike Patton. So
he'll be with you all night.
That's part of the homework assignment is him. So we try to direct that microphone away as much as possible, but nonetheless, Guthrie defensively, best team in 5A, but they will be challenged tonight because they got 3 playmakers, Del City does, in those transfers. And another kid that we really haven't talked about yet is number 4, Braylon Adama, who would have been probably the best player before the transfers.
He is the Wildcat on their Wildcat package, which says a lot about his ability, and Fields blocking for him, but I'm telling you what, he can get her done.
Here are the keys to victory for Guthrie. Keep the playmakers between the tackles, and that should be a QB, not WB. I forgot to change that. Score early and apply the pressure while setting the tone. I think you say that for both teams.
Yeah.
And Guthrie will have to, who's going to make the biggest catches in the crucial situations?
Well, I think it's got to be somebody other than Jalen needs to be the North Church player of the game tonight, Chris. If you have that happen, that means some good things happen all the way around.
Del City stack the box, be the first to stop Harper. Be aware of the pass. Roll River out of the pocket. Spread that Guthrie defense out. And be patient if you're Del City and wait for the big plays because you have big playmakers.
Well, they've got the 2 or 3 fastest guys on the field, no doubt about it tonight.
Guthrie, by the way, Phil, outscoring their opponents in the first quarter, 138-7. So that start is really, really important tonight.
Well, you remember against Carl Albert, I think what set the tone, got out early, had a great start to the game. That set the tone. I think we're going to have to see similar things tonight against Del City.
Guthrie in the nice, clean, traveling uniforms tonight.
I like them.
They do look sharp. Yeah. LaDainian Fields, Rodney Fields, River Warren, Adama. There's a lot of names to be watching out for tonight for the Del City Eagles. Guthrie will kick it off. We're underway here in the second round of the playoffs. On the far side, the Eagles will go across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. And here comes River Warren, the transfer quarterback from Bishop McGinnis, 1-1 against the Blue Jays while he was at the Irish.
Yeah, transferred because he's graduating December. McGinnis has a rule that you can't graduate at midterm. That's the reason for the transfer. And been a tough kid. I tell you, he took a beating against the Blue Jays the past game and actually lost some of those pearly whites and continued the ball game. He's a tough kid.
He'll set up in the shotgun. Rodney Fields in the backfield. He will throw it to him, and he will have a stiff arm. He gets to the 45 and out of bounds right there. 3 yards on the pickup. Well, actually mark him at the 46, so 4 yards.
Yeah, that's what the Blue Jays are going to see a lot of tonight. I mean, they're going to try to get him out wide, I think, try to take advantage of on the edge and utilize that speed. Of course, the Blue Jay defense, they've been up to the task all year long. You see a good shot of that D-line there. I think arguably the best D-line I've ever seen at Guthrie football, at least over the last 23, 24 years. Outstanding group of kids.
Second down 4, close to 5 for the Del City Eagles and trip, and Sean mentioned I don't know if that was the case there or not, but getting to the 47-yard line, pick up 1, and here we go. Guthrie so many times this year have forced teams 3 and out, and boy, what a big boost that would be for the Blue Jay defense to do that, to set that tone here.
Yeah, you come out and get a 3 and out on the opening drive. You've done what you wanted to do by deferring to the second half, right? Yeah. You came out, you shut them down. You're going to get the ball and start the second half. So first job done successfully. We'll see what the Blue Jays dial up defensively here.
14 seconds on the play clock. See the Eagle offense getting set at the line of scrimmage. They need the 48-yard line in Blue Jay territory. River Warren to throw, comes near side. It's caught at the 45 and driven out of bounds, and the Eagles will have a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and you were talking about it. I believe that was
LaDainian Fields.
Yeah, that was LaDainian Fields. I mean, he's a playmaker, committed or verbally committed right now to TCU, Texas Christian University. Outstanding on the offense and defensive side of the ball. 11-yard
pickup and whistles and a flag thrown by the umpire. We can take a look at the officials here real quick here in a second as you see the lead hat in Eric Herring tonight. We'll check out his officials, his crewmates tonight. Ronnie pulls that up for you now. Eric Herring, the umpire. Calvin Mann, he threw the flag. Gary Kellop, the head linesman. John Thomas, the line judge. And the back judge is Alan Smith. Again, this crew out of Tulsa, pretty good rating to get this ball game. Yeah. Penalty is against the Eagles, so it backs him up to the 47-yard line. River Warren will toss it to Fields outside the pocket. And really, Rodney Fields and this Eagle offense really primarily up the middle. Very rarely have we seen anything outside, and everything right now is outside. Of course, you don't see a Guthrie defense like this every day either.
No, I was talking earlier, sitting on the integrity heat and air replay. Great job by the defense coming out off that nose, and 5 strung it out, and then Mr. 42, Captain Static, was there to clean him up. But I'll tell you what, this defense is just absolutely amazing. There's something else. And yeah, and they're going to try to establish a run, but the thing that makes these guys different, they got River Warren who can flat spin the ball.
Good job by Glover to force it out of the pocket as River will throw. And he'll be hit from behind. He goes down. Eli Maroney, Mr. Static, brings Warren down at midfield.
Eli's done that all year long, and I think, I don't know if you had time this week to do the research, but I'll tell you what, this kid's getting close if he hasn't already eclipsed the single-season sack lead. He almost had the ball right there, but great job by Eli and the entire defensive line.
Loss on the play, so it's 3rd down and 19. And so obviously this is a passing situation here. In Guthrie, front 5, front 7 all season long, 3rd down and 19. We're going to pin our ears and try to hit the quarterback every play.
Yeah, this is a physical group. They're very quick off the ball, very quick. Most offensive line don't even get a chance to get off the ball.
River to throw. Here comes the pressure. He throws it downfield, and it's going to be well over the intended receiver. There is a flag down, though, at the 24-yard line.
I saw the flag. I didn't see the infraction. I'm sure it was there, but I didn't see it. That ball seemed to be well past the receiver.
As in maybe uncatchable?
As in uncatchable. I didn't get a good eye on it, but
It is against the Blue Jays. It's not an automatic first down in high school football. It was 3rd down and 19. It's a 15-yard penalty, so replay the down. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ball placed at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
So even you would certainly think at this spot of the field would be 4-down territory. If it's me and Coach Robert Jones, I'm going to run it a couple of times, and if you don't, obviously you try to get here on 3rd down, but if not, get a little bit closer for an easier 4-down try.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question this is 4-down territory for the Eagles.
River Warren will operate out of the shotgun. Couple of wide receivers. He will throw for it. He'll come to the near side, and it's caught at the 30, and it will be a first down. Of course, when you have a weapon like LaDainian Fields, if you're Nate Benford, he's going to have a long night chasing number 9. Do you get up on him and maybe get burned deep, or you lay off and easy catches like that?
Everybody has a long night against him, against Fields, number 9. He's an unbelievable athlete. We've got our best locked up against their best outside. And so that's one to watch all night long, that matchup. 2 big physical kids can run well. It's going to be a great matchup.
So now you start thinking, do you start doubling up on LaDainian Fields with a safety?
Yeah.
Nate can get up on some tight pressure, then have some help over the top.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. Hand off to Fields up the middle. He goes across the 25, and he'll get to about the 23-yard line, a pickup of 6 yards. And this Del City Eagles shows you the weapons they have. By the way, all the names that we're saying so far, transfer.
100%. Now, listen, these kids are – this team, we talked about it, the fastest team we've seen all year, but we've seen River Warren's arm. We've seen Fields on the catches side. We've seen Fields running the ball. They're an outstanding group of kids.
Rodney Fields up the middle, bust loose. He's across the 15 to the 14-yard line. And not only, we're not going to harp on the transfer thing, but River Warren, the transfer quarterback, setting single-season records. LaDainian Fields, a wide receiver, setting single-season records here at Del City. So it is a big impact.
Oh, it's a huge impact, and absolutely all done within the rules and nothing wrong with it. But it definitely helped this Del City team, no doubt about it.
Eagles have a 1st down and 10. Pretty good opening drive here, kept alive by a penalty. And Fields up the middle, and he got past, and very rarely do you see him get past that front line where linebackers are making touchdown-saving tackles.
But you just saw that burst, right, by Fields. I mean, he hits the hole hard, and it's quick, and he got to that second level real quick. And that's the thing, to be quite frank, we haven't seen on the defensive side of the ball all year.
1st and goal for the Eagles. They will go with Fields and Guthrie. Had him for a second. He was able to get loose, and Guthrie's having a hard time bringing him down right now as he'll get down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the OSU commit, he doesn't get that offer because he can't do this. I mean, look at this. Wrapped up, keeps battling. Tough kid. Yeah, we've seen this on film. They like to run him between the tackles, and he's sure not afraid to do it.
And Guthrie's probably getting a good taste of him right now, and you don't have to adjust as now they go with number 4. That's Adama, and he is no sign yet, and he did not get in.
Yeah. Blue Jay defense has gotten stingy. They're awful stingy down here every ball game, but I tell you, this is a different look for the Blue Jays. In this first drive, you're going to adjust to that speed, right? I mean, coaches will make adjustments, kids will make adjustments. But this is, I'm telling you, when I say they're fast, they're fast.
Brendan Adama dives into the end zone, and it's a touchdown Eagles. I think it was number 4. Yep, Adama.
Yeah, Adama, we talked about him. Best athlete coming back. See it on the integrity of her replay. Just throws his body over the goal line. And Eagles strike first, up 6-0.
Eagles will have the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. They got this guy in from soccer late in the season. It's not pretty, but he's pretty successful on these. And that kick is up and good. And Del City has an early 7-0 lead. Timeout from Del City. Blue Jay offense coming onto the field after this. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Del City Eagles, impressive opening drive, Phil. They go 12 plays, 58 yards in 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yeah, helped out by a couple penalties, by that big pass interference penalty on 3rd and 19, I believe it was. Took advantage of that, put points on the board.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. It's a fair caught at the 45. Guthrie have great field position. That scoring summary brought to you by John Vance Motors.
Well, if you're Blue Jay offense, you got to come out. You know, they got the defense on the sideline over there making adjustments, talking about what we need to do. When it's their turn to trot back out on the field, the offense got to come out. And I think this is the kind of game you got to respond, right? You've got to come out. You got to match score for score in a ball game like this. You can't afford to get down 2-3 touchdowns, obviously. But I think the offense got to come out, establish a running game, get the passing game involved early, and get some points on the board right now.
Jalen Harper, the featured running back. It will be Calvert running here first as he picks up 1 yard over on the left side to the 46-yard line. And I forgot to look at how Del City lined up defensively. I was writing some game notes, but we'll see how they look to stop this Guthrie running game.
Now, what I will say, what you will notice, you'll see a lot of kids for Del City playing both ways, playing offensive, defensive side of the ball. Guthrie keeps his close. That could be a real factor deep in the fourth quarter.
Second down and 9. 2 receivers to the far side. Calvert changes the play at the line of scrimmage. 12 seconds on the play clock. They hand it off to Harper, and he bounces off a defender, and he'll get to midfield. A good, tough run by Jalen Harper. It will be 3rd down.
Yeah, good job by Jalen getting positive yards there. The middle was stuffed. Bounced it outside, made it a positive yard situation. You'll see it right here, just an effort play. Bounces it out. The guy that filled that hole was number 1, Fields, the tailback, plays linebacker for the Eagles.
And Fields had not been playing linebacker until the last couple of weeks of the season. Want to keep him fresh throughout the regular season, but now in crunch time, he plays both ways. As Calvert rolls to the right side, here comes pressure from the backside, and the pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Blake Doles. No flags on the play. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Blue Jays be have a punt here, and that defense going to come out. Hopefully made some adjustments on the sideline. Of course, you know, you got to adjust to the speed. That's just the flow of the game thing, right? You got to adjust to that speed that you're seeing. Get a good kick here. Try to pin them down deep inside their own. Hopefully from there you can get down there inside their 20. The defense going to come out and make a stop.
Kyron Axtell, punt formation. A couple Eagles back deep to receive this one. Going to be a good punt. It goes out of bounds at the 30, but well before that, we'll see where they mark it out. You don't want to give Del City any opportunities on special teams, but and he'll be officially marked at the 40-yard line. And it's a reminder, every time the football goes out, it always goes out on a white line.
Always.
Every time. Yeah. It never goes out in between hash marks.
No, can't have that.
Easier for officials to mark the ball.
Yeah.
So here comes Del City after going 12 plays and 58 yards. See what the Guthrie defense can do against this Eagle ball club, who I think the minimum points they scored all year was 30. River Warren hands it off to a sophomore running back, and he runs hard, and he is going to be something to watch in the next couple of years as he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to be number 40, Rickland Holmes, and he runs hard.
Yeah, he started as a freshman last year for Del City. I mean, this kid's a football player, no doubt about it. Coach Jones has a lot of good things going here with the Del City program. They're going to be good for many years to come.
Always have been, especially, a little tougher in 6A2 over the years. And Coach Harris, or Coach Jones, Guthrie has the MTXE, mental toughness, extra effort. Well, Coach Jones has brought CTEP. And we'll get that in a second. River Warren to throw. Looking for LaDainian Fields, and that pass is well out of bounds. Fields never saw it coming. Pass is incomplete. CTEP. Commitment, discipline, effort, toughness, and pride. That's on the back of their uniform. So if you see some letters, that's what it is. CDETP. And that's a model that he came up with when he was a strength coach at a high school in Texas and has brought it here for the Dale City Eagles.
That all makes sense to me. The defense for Blue Jays, I think people got to be careful. I mean, you never know how a game's going to flow, but opening drives, first series, whether it's offense, defense, that's many times is not reflective of how the flow of the game is going to go.
Yeah. Remember, Guthrie jumped out to a 14-0 lead over Carl Albert.
That's right. So, everybody, don't anybody panic. Blue Jay fans, you're still okay.
Fields stuffed, but leans forward and will be 1 yard shy of the first down. So Coach Jones will have a decision here. Do you punt the football away? You've been able to move the football the entire night. And boy, you offensively, Coach Jones is feeling good. But if you slip up and give Guthrie the ball at midfield, you're going to have to depend on your defense. And if Guthrie would score, then you start second-guessing yourself. But looks like the offense is going to stay on the field with 20 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, I mean, coaches, they're going to go up and see what they can do here. I like the call.
I like the call, too.
Yeah.
Warren was going to give it off to Adama.
We got some cold feet there.
They called a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
At South Point Baptist Church.
Still no official word, Phil. You think Dale City's going for it?
I think they are. I mean, I think they are.
Try to get Guthrie.
Trickery there.
Try to get Guthrie to jump off sides.
Little trickery there. River runs out, then comes back, going on the Wildcat, looks like, or maybe a quick kick, but I would say Wildcat.
And the Wildcat, two lead blockers, needs midfield, and he breaks a tackle and breaks plenty more, and he might go. And he'll be still going, and he's finally hauled down by Nate Benford.
Yeah, this is what you're going to find out real quick what this Guthrie defense is made of, because they're going to have to bow their necks here. They're going to have to calm down a little bit. And because nobody's done this to them all year, Chris. I mean, these two opening drives, they've been manhandled so far. So Blue Jays are going to have to calm down.
Flags on the play. Before the snap, dust or smoke from the student section. You see there.
Yep.
Looks like this one's against the Eagles as well. Penalty, we move it back to the 8-yard line, where it's 1st and goal. Looks like the Guthrie crowd maybe outnumbering the Dale City crowd tonight.
Traveled well.
Dale City's trying to get the play in 3 seconds. They're going to take another timeout. Their second timeout taken. We'll take a timeout with them as well. 1st and goal for the Eagles when we come back. Blue Jay football brought to you by F&M Bank.
At Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at TIGOK.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Dell City Eagles in danger of going up 2 scores on the Blue Jays after going on an opening 12-play drive, 58 yards. Most of that on the ground. Penalty back to the 8-yard line, so it's first and go for River Warren. He'll hand it off to Fields, nothing up the middle. He'll bounce it out. There's a flag, and this one's coming back as Fields gets into the end zone. But the Eagles have not been their best friends inside the red zone. Here, as we see the hold right here by number 8. Good job by the official. Eli Maroney held there.
I don't blame him for holding him. That's a handful.
And that will move the ball backwards. We'll see where it's at. It's at the spot, so I'm assuming it was around the 8, so it should go somewhere around the 18-yard line, and that's exactly where it goes. So first and go from the 18. Dell City, I have not seen any attempts for a field goal this year.
Yeah.
So you would certainly think they would need a lot here. And when the Eagles need big plays in the passing game, they have number 4, Adama, who we've seen run the football, and they have Fields, who I think is probably the elite of the all athletes here on the Dell City Ball Club.
Yeah, that's saying something because this place is packed with athletes and out on both sides of the ball.
Number 9 on the bottom of the formation. They'll hand it off to Rodney Fields, and he goes across the 15, then around the 13-yard line. Fields, Rodney the running back, LaDanian the wide receiver. They are cousins, and they played high school football last couple of years over at Southeast High School. And the other Division I transfer out of Southeast is M.J. Graham. He plays quarterback at Westmore, who is playing in the second-round playoffs tonight. So
Southeast.
Yeah. We talked about them earlier this year when we visited Southeast for a regular season game.
Can you imagine the backyard football games at the Fields house growing up?
Second and goal. And it is in the end zone, and it is caught. There is a flag thrown. Fields, the guy we were just talking about, he's committed to TCU.
Yeah.
We'll see if that holds up. I think, TCU. Yeah, TCU a little bit down this year, so we'll see if that plays a factor or not. And it is a touchdown. If it's against the Blue Jays, then they will obviously decline this. We go down to the white hat out of Tulsa. And he's asking Coach Jones what do you want to do. And I think on the kickoff, I was talking to Coach Jones. Now he's going to talk to us formally here. Touchdown, hold, Guthrie. So Fields with the touchdown reception from 13 yards out. Extra point by Strive Wellness Lounge is up and good. Dell City now leads this one 14-0. Timeout from Dell City. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sonic, may I take your order? Cheeseburger. You got it. Just up the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic Cheesecake Blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Dell City up 2 touchdowns here in quarter number 1. Guthrie offense about to get the ball for the second time after going 3 and out when they had the ball at midfield. This one goes into the end zone. High school rule says you cannot return the football if it goes into the end zone. So Guthrie will have it first down and 10, down 2:21. And now we see what Guthrie is made up here, down 2 scores. Remember, Carl Albert jumped out on top of Guthrie 14-0, able to come back. So the bad news is you're down 14-0 early in the ball game. The good news is you got a long ways to go.
Yeah, got a lot of game left. And Blue Jays just got to put a drive together here, get some points on the board. Got to figure out on the defensive side of the ball, they got to make some adjustments to that team speed we're seeing. They got 4 weapons can come at them from any direction.
Harper trips in the backfield as Del City had 10 players in the box.
Yeah, crazy. And, Sean was talking earlier about that dew he saw settle in. I think, we've seen Field slip up on his side, and now we see Harper slip up on our side. There might be something to that down there, my friend.
Yeah, it seems like the surface, the top side of that has dew. Down deep it's still dry, but there's like a layer of something.
Yeah.
Loss of 2 back to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 12. And Guthrie having a hard time running the football right now. You don't want to go away from what you do really, really well, but it's going to put a lot of pressure on the passing game here in a few moments as that pass is caught by Benford. And I believe that's Benford. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. As you hear the PA announcer, very, very excited PA announcer.
Very committed to his craft.
Might have been Tariq Watson on the reception. Regardless, It's back at the 20, so it's 3rd down and 10. Third down and 10, 15 on the play clock. Calvert will look over that Eagle defense. 3 receivers bottom of the formation, rolling to the bottom. Plants the feet, has a man open, and overshoots Tariq Watson. Almost could have been an interception. If it's an interception, it's a pick 6. And for the second time, Guthrie goes 3 and out.
Yeah, Blue Jays struggling right now offensively mightily, but you did say it, Chris. It's right. It's early. Got to come out here, get the punt away. Got about a minute left in this first quarter. Get a stop defensively. We got to show that we can stop this Del City offense. Haven't been able to do that thus far tonight.
Well, if you're Del City, a couple of years ago, you feel pretty good about yourself coming down to 5A and get away from Stillwater, Choctaw, Muskogee, Deer Creek.
Yep.
And you can take your chances against some of the smaller schools with all these great athletes in the Mid-Dale School District. As Kai Axtell, a much better punt here as it will take a Blue Jay roll across the 45 and it will be down at the 42-yard line.
Cannot state this enough. Blue Jay defense has got to come out and get a stop on this drive. If Del City goes up 3 touchdowns, boys, I tell you, there's a lot of football left, but that's a mighty big ask for the Blue Jays. We got to get a stop on this drive, no doubt about that.
Del City's got 3 weapons that have really been a big part of this 14-0 lead. Number 4, Kalen Adama. Number 9, LaDanian Fields. Number 1, Rodney Fields. Of course, the quarterback, River Warren, kind of orchestrating all that in the middle at the quarterback spot. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll go with Fields up the middle, and he's tackled by Delonte Glover as he'll pick up maybe 1 yard to the 43.
Yeah, good job by the Blue Jay defense there. What we've seen so far, obviously, Del City, it's very easy to see what they're doing. They're going to run the ball, set up the passing game, got weapons everywhere. Blue Jay defense got to show that they've got to get some pressure. That's the big thing tonight. What we've seen all year is that D-line's gotten a lot of pressure, got a lot of good push and penetration off the line of scrimmage. They've got to get back to that. It all starts with that defensive line. Blue Jay defense goes as it goes, so very important that they get some push off the ball.
Eagles will have to snap it one more time here in quarter number 1. Warren to throw to the far side. It's caught by LaDanian Fields. It's a first down and a whole lot more as a flag comes in at the end of the play.
It's going to be holding 23.
It's going to be a hold on the Del City Eagles. That is the final play of the quarter. Del City 23, he's a good athlete as well. Blake Barker, he's a senior. Also another great player to watch out for Del City's number 12, Jay-Sean McAllister. He's a junior. And, boy, he is a weapon on special teams. As that will be the end of quarter number 1. All Del City Eagles in a number 2 versus number 3 matchup. Timeout, comeback, second quarter action. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Game of the week in the state of Oklahoma. A little lopsided right now as we get set for quarter number 2. Appreciate you here on GMP TV. Blue Jays and Eagles playing for the right to play in the state semifinals. They will play the winner between Claremore and Elgin. That game being played in Elgin tonight, the other side of the 5A bracket. Carl Albert hosting Collinsville tonight, and Bishop Kelly hosting Bishop McGinnis. What a Final 8 it has been. Really, the Final 16 was pretty darn good. The only really game that was kind of a little upside, it was last week when these Eagles took down Pryor 48-8.
Yeah, well, you talked about it. 5A, I think, it's the deepest classification in all of high school football this year in the state of Oklahoma.
Eagles will have it penalty against the receiver, so they will replay second down. River Warren looking for Fields. It's caught at the 30, and he is just a huge weapon, and Guthrie is going to have a long night trying to contain him.
Yeah, he's a monster. You talked about it, Chris, and you're right. You see the passer and the integrity here. He can now replay. He had all the time in the world. Perfect pass, catch over the right shoulder. You know, just he's the best athlete on the field.
And he's going to be down at the 14-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10. 36 plus 7 is 43. 43-yard pass and catch. And it's a pretty good connection when you have River Warren throwing to Ladanian Fields. And
pretty darn good.
I bet Coach Jones was excited when he got to who?
Yeah, exactly.
And who?
Wait, what?
And who?
There's another one?
We will gladly accept them here at Del City. And when you have one weapon, you give it to another, and that's River Warren keeping it as he's hit. He paid for it at the end by Eli Maroney, but it's first and go as River Warren got it down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and we've seen that with River over the last 2 years. He's very capable running the football. Tough kid. We've talked about that as well. He's not afraid to stick his nose in there. Great job. He's just a really good high school football player, just an outstanding high school football player.
Yeah, and really with all the weapons around him with Fields, and Adama, just kind of managed the game.
Yeah.
And then you have plays like that he's very capable of.
Yep.
Adama in the backfield with River Warren. I'll hand it off to Adama. He'll go left side, stuffed, and there's the whistle. No gain, second down and goal.
Yeah, good job there by the Blue Jay defense. Got to continue to just do what they've done all year. They've got to get to the point of contact, though, and right now the biggest thing, defensive line, just this offensive line, I should say, for Del City is doing an outstanding job blocking our kids on the defensive side of the ball. And you know, many times you say, well, what's going on? Well, listen, this is a really good football team that Guthrie's playing. So, you know, tip your hat. Right now, they're doing a better job.
Big package here for the Eagles. Adama will try to run for it, and he will easily into the end zone. And the Eagles increase their lead now 20-0. PAT upcoming. Adama with his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, if you're a Blue Jay fan, this thing couldn't have started any worse. Look up on the screen. It's early in the second quarter. You're down 21-0. That's what Del City's done to everybody all year long. Jumped out on them early, and they've continued that this evening. You know, Blue Jays this is a drive. Blue Jays absolutely have to go score on this next drive.
Guthrie still looking for the first down of the night. Strike Wellness Lounge PAT is up and good. And Del City increasing that lead now 21-0. See what the Guthrie offense can do this time here in the second quarter, now down 3 scores. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Eagles on top 21-0, kicking it off again here, presented by S&T Oilfield Services. Guthrie will have a chance to return this one from the 11-yard line across the 25 and out near the 27-yard line. And they'll probably mark it about the 28. We'll see what Guthrie can do here as they've had two possessions and have gone 3 and out in both of them.
Yeah, I've done absolutely nothing so far. You know, offensive coordinator Jason Rice, he's over there looking hard and heavy, trying to figure out, okay, how do we do this? How do we get some momentum? You know, the Blue Jays have got to go down and score on this drive, or, boys, this is looking to be a long night for the Jays.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Benford in the slot. Calvert will keep it on the far side across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. Might be the best play of the night for Guthrie, a 4-yard run. See here, 1-yard run. Okay, they had a 4-yard run earlier as well. So Guthrie, again, looking for the first down. A couple messages asking us to turn down the announcer. We wish we could, and that was in my game notes. It's in my game notes right here. Mike Patton's the PA announcer, and try to hide the crowd mic away from him. The problem is they have really good speakers here.
Great speakers.
Yeah, really
tremendous.
good speakers. Second down play. Harper left side, and he'll get to about the 33-yard line, maybe a 1-yard pickup at best. And Guthrie will have a 3rd down and 5. And Guthrie has not had a whole lot of success throwing the football this year. And they're going to have to throw a whole lot, I think, to get into some first downs and continue some drives. Del City obviously knows how to stop this Blue Jay running game right now. So you got to throw the kitchen sink at everything right now if you're Guthrie. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Jays need a 38. Watson in motion. Calvert rolling. Comes to the near side and no one within 20 yards. Benford stop at the 45 and Calvert threw it to the other 45. And Guthrie goes 3 and out for the 3rd time in a row. And Del City looks like they will have great field position here as Benford went in, Calvert went out, and that wasn't not even close.
Well, and I think, it's important. I think it's important that the kids you can't panic. I mean, listen, this is a bad situation, but you've got to continue to do what you've done, or at least try to execute that. It's a tough place to be, down 21-0, have got nothing going offensively at all. I mean, this is a bad situation, no doubt about it, but you got to keep battling. I think the other thing, too, this Guthrie defense, you got to realize they've been on the field a lot already tonight, and, that does not bode well for Guthrie. I mean, these are athletes all over the place on Del City side, and fatigue is going to set in. We're as conditioned as any team in high school football. Our kids work hard in the offseason. Coaches do a great job getting them ready. But I'll tell you what, there is this is a tall order for the Blue Jays. Yeah, I've seen crazier things happen, Chris.
Sure.
But it's starting to look pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was going to bring up conditioning for the defense just for being out on that previous series. Now they're quickly out there again chasing these athletes out as Rodney Fields goes out across the 40-yard line. And Phil, we kind of talked about it during the break. I knew Del City. We all knew. We've been talking about them all year. This is not a surprise how good they are and how athletic they are, but it is a little bit of a surprise how they're taking it right to Guthrie this way.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're all shocked. But I'll tell you what, I was talking to a gentleman from Del City before the game who covers Del City, much like we cover Blue Jays, and he said this is a game that I feel will come down to who's got the ball last, or somebody might get blown off the field tonight. And that does these kind of matchups. Sometimes that's what you face.
We were talking about setting the tone early for either team. Whoever grabbed the early momentum could ride that, and it's squarely Del City right now.
Yeah, no question.
As Adama is hit at the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play there. No yards.
Yeah, I think, who was that on the tackle? I didn't see it, Chris. I think it was our nose, wasn't it? Strung out there? Yeah. Good job there. That's what we've seen most of the year. Again, and I'm watching some of the comments on our chat board right now, and just want to remind everybody, high school, we're talking about transfers. You can't go out and actively recruit kids. I mean, there's not a recruiting program in high schools right now, but balls on the field.
Ball's still loose. Guthrie says they have it, and early indication says they do, and they do.
There you go.
Perhaps that's the spark for the Blue Jays.
That's a big thing. I tell you what, it takes things like that in games like this to get some momentum on your side. Now, what's critical is we've got to go out and put points. Until we get points on board, it's just going to continue to bleed. But I'll tell you, this is a great opportunity for the Blue Jays. Looks to be on about the 43-yard line, Chris, 44. So Blue Jays in good field position here to go convert this into some points.
Kellen Herzl on the recovery for the Blue Jays. See if that's the spark to get this game going the other direction for Guthrie. Couple of receivers. That's Watson moving into the slot. Calvert rolling here. Here comes the pressure. He's hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete. He had a receiver open in Blake Doles, but had to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner than he had wanted to just because of that pressure. And we talk about Guthrie having the best defense in 5A. Del City's not too far from that level.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And, this is just and again, if you've ever played competitive sports, you know that sometimes you find yourself in these kinds of situations, Chris. I mean, I think everybody's shocked. The Blue Jays are shocked. The fans are shocked. I'll tell you who else is shocked. Del City's shocked right now. Del City did not come into this game thinking they'd be up 21-0 early in the second quarter.
Well, if you ask them now, they will.
Now they do, but they didn't come into it thinking that.
Dole's a halfback on the right side. Harper runs on the left side, and he's hit back for a 1-yard loss. And here comes 3rd down and 10. And you're down 21-0. You're on the Eagles side of the field. This is obviously 4-down territory.
Yeah, no doubt. Got to do everything you can, take advantage of this turnover, convert it to points.
Loss of 1. 3rd down and 11. And, I'll have what that energy drink he's having.
I don't know. That's scary a little bit.
He's consistent, though. No. 3rd down 11, and here comes a pressure, and Calvert had not a chance. And he's hit for a sack in Eagle territory, and now you got to punt this one away. No time. Untouched. Missed a block.
Yeah. Just untouched is the key there. And they're just pinning their ears back and going. The Eagles, they sense blood in the water. They're going to try to go ahead and put it into this early in the ball game. And
Kai Axel, a great punt. Filled it inside the 10 dangerously. Here's a return from the 5. A block, no flag. Now it's on the far side. And this one's at the 40. One guy to beat, and he's going to beat him. 95-yard kick return. It's all Eagles tonight. That's Adama, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and we talk about, and I've heard this over the last several weeks where people are saying, why do we pooch kick kickoffs? Why do we do those things? We're giving up great field position. Well, this right here is why you do that. You got, especially against a team like this with great athletes, when you kick the ball away, give athletes a chance to make plays. Many times this is the outcome you get.
Yeah.
It's a strategy that many coaches try all over the country, and it works to great success, has all throughout the year. But when you face a team like this is what happens sometimes.
93-yard kick return for Adama, the extra point sneaks in for the Eagles. They now lead at 28-0, midway point of quarter number 2. Timeout from Del City, Oklahoma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Here we go.
Del City, 3 offensive touchdowns and now a punt return of 93 yards. That is the John Vance Motor scoring summary. Adama with that return, his 3rd score of the night. Here's another S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This one fielded at the 14, then fumbled and picked up at the 20, 25-30, and tripped up at the 35. He'll be down at the 37-yard line.
Good return there by the Blue Jays. Chris, you want to jump at some Class A scores real quick?
Presented by South Point Baptist Church.
We got number 10 Dibble trailing by 1 to Walters right now, 13-12. Number 1 Fairview beating Crescent 13-0. That's in the second quarter.
Fairview, number 1 team, defending state champions.
Pawnee up 8-0 over Central Salisal. Minko winning 14-7 over Hooker. Boonapache winning over Stratford 14-13.
Harper in the Wildcat. First time we've seen that tonight. He goes across the 40 and up near the 42-yard line. And that's the biggest play of the night. It's a 5-yard run as Harper and the Blue Jays still looking for the first down of the night as they have punt every single time they've had the football.
Yeah, it's been tough going all night. Chris, when we finish these upper quicks, Hominies winning 21-0 over Wyandotte. Woodland and Colcord, one of the best games in Class A. Woodland up 8-6. That's in the second quarter.
2nd down and 5 for the Jays. Jalen Harper remains in there. Delonte Glover in the backfield. I'll hand it off to Glover, and he's hit immediately at the 40. Gets to the 41. It's a loss of 1. And this is the passing game. It's been tough all year, and Del City knows that. I've listened to multiple interviews this year, and they know that. I think all teams left here know that as well, and they're just going to make the quarterback, the passing game, I should say, beat you.
Yeah, I mean, they're stacking the box. They're not even considering anything, going man-to-man outside and saying, come try it. And right now the Blue Jays can't get that going. But they're stacking the box. Wondering why Harper's not having the success he's had all year? Well, there's 11 people stacked inside the box waiting to go tackle him.
Flags. It's going to be an offsides against the Eagles. Will not be enough for a first down, but it'll be 3rd and very manageable down to a yard. And Guthrie bring their big package back into the game with Delonte Glover. And Jalen Harper we'll see in the backfield. Blake Doles will line up a halfback somewhere, as Guthrie needs about a yard to get a first down. Ball's at the 46-yard line after that penalty. And they'll run with it. And Guthrie, it'll be close. Nothing's easy close tonight. It should be enough for a first down. It's going to be close. But, yeah, they're going to give him the first down, and Guthrie gets the first down. And usually we're talking about Guthrie's opponents waiting so long to get a first down. Roles are reversed tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, this has been just a performance by the Del City Eagles so far. And, you got the turnover for the Blue Jays. Think, okay, maybe we get it going here, 3 and out. Now you come out here, you got good field position. Do get a first down, so you're moving in the right direction. See if the Blue Jays can continue to grow from that first down.
First down play, Harper stretching, and he won't get much. In fact, likely to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Del City's same numbers you see. You see 9, you see 1, you see 40, you see 4. You see all the same kids on both sides of the ball. They've got athletes on both sides. It's the same 4, 5, 6 kids, And then listen, the offensive line's done a very good job for Del City. The defensive line's playing very well for Del City. This is a very, very good football team, and I think you can't lose sight of that. This is an outstanding football team.
Yeah, and we talked about those Division I transfers in, which takes Del City to a different level.
Yeah.
They were going to be good. Del City's going to be good every year with their athletes that they have. It's just this is a special level this year as Calvert gets into Del City territory at the 49-yard line. So we pick up of about 4 yards. And Guthrie will have a third down play. Third down and 6. Here in a moment, we'll take a look at the 5A scoreboard brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Get you updated on the 3 other games in Class 5A. The Blue Jays need a first down, and down 4 scores. You certainly think this would be 4-down territory with coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Guthrie will get the football to begin quarter number 3. Calvert near side through the hands of Jalen Harper, and really I'm not sure there's any other options with Harper running or Harper catching, Glover running, Calvert running. They try to find Doles a couple times, but nothing has really been working at all offensively.
And defensively, Del City's doing to us what we've done to most teams all year. You're getting great push up front by the D-line. Got athletes flying around making plays. Just haven't been able to get anything started tonight, and I think that, we got to remember, too, that these Guthrie kids down there, they haven't experienced this all year, so they're in shock right now.
5th punt of the half for Guthrie. This one goes out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Now you look at it, Del City will have 2 minutes and 19 seconds to work with as they still have another chance to put another score on the scoreboard before half.
Yeah.
Take a look at the 5A scoreboard brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. As we take a look at some of the other scores across the state, Carl Albert shutting out Collinsville 28-0. No score reporting yet between Claremore and Elgin. And Kelly and McGinnis tied 7-7. So Middale Schools rolling and shutting out their opponents tonight. Midwest City lost last week to Bishop McGinnis 20. I can't remember the score, but they got beat 13-3 out there, somewhere in that area. 20-0, I think it was, somewhere in that area. So 2 of the 3 left. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Back to the special running game, and they're just making outstanding runs.
Wow.
Still making outstanding runs. That's Rodney Fields. Oklahoma State fans, this is what's coming your way next year.
Yeah, that's they're going to add some yards on the end of this run as well, but look at this kid. I mean, just appreciate good high school football and an outstanding individual effort. This is an unbelievably good Guthrie defense, and this kid's just shredding them right now. I think you're going to see, horse collar. Oh, had a holding. Okay.
So that will negate a big part of that. That's a spot foul. We'll see where they mark it. But, Oklahoma, the Sooners, Oklahoma high school football has an outstanding 2024-2025 high school players. Super majority of those players so far have committed to the University of Oklahoma at Brent Venables.
Right.
Rodney Fields is the one that Oklahoma State has gotten. Remember, Robert Jones, the coach at Del City, played at Oklahoma State University, does pregame radio for Oklahoma State University. Yeah. Coach Mike Gundy's been here multiple times to watch Fields and some of these Del City Eagles. So right now, I talked about it as there's a run to about the 49-yard line. After the Carl Albert game, I thought, I think if I'm Alabama or Ohio State and I had to pick one kid between Fields and Xavier Robinson, I said it back then. I'm being convinced of it now. We'll see what happens. You never know with college weight programs. Right. But I would probably take Rodney Fields.
I agree with that. Now, we're not saying that Xavier Robinson's not an outstanding football player.
But if you had to pick one.
But if you had to pick one, I'm picking Fields. I mean, the kid can make people move. He gets to that second level very, very quickly. Has great vision. He's just not as big as Carl Albert running back.
River Warren throws. That one is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Xavier Robinson, you get in that weight room, you never know what will happen at OU. And, Xavier Robinson has always been the bigger, faster, stronger guy.
Right.
From Little League to junior high to high school. He's always been the big guy.
Yeah.
So how's that translate when he gets into college when they're all his size or bigger?
And faster.
But he'll only get bigger and stronger as well in the weight room. So we'll see how it plays out.
Well, I always tell people, I always have parents come up to me and real excited about how their kids are doing in Little League and junior high, and they should be excited. They should be excited about that. But, there's a lot of football left, a lot of growing left, a lot of things to occur, and that continues on through college. So you never know how these kids are going to turn out.
Guthrie trying to get off the field, can't do it. Pass caught across the middle, and it's going to be a first down for the Del City Eagles. Number 23 with that reception. Get it here in a second. That was a first down reception. Eagles working quick here with only 41 seconds left. River Warren to throw, steps up in the pocket, and he will dump it off, and it's too tall for Adama. That would have been a big play if River Warren could have connected with that pass. Blake Barker's the number 23, the wide receiver. We mentioned him earlier in this broadcast with that previous reception. Does stop the clock so Dale City can catch their breath here with 34 seconds left until halftime.
Yeah, if you're the Blue Jays, hopefully you keep them out of the end zone here, and you go in at halftime. You got to make as many adjustments as you can, but you can only make so many adjustments if you're being out-athleted, right? And that's not a reflection on our kids. Our kids had a tremendous year. They're out there battling and competing right now. And I think we got to all remember that too. These are high school kids. These are kids that are out there doing everything they can to win. These coaches on both sides doing the same thing. Everybody wants the best outcome on either side.
We are okay on timeouts. Timeout taken. 34 seconds left here until the Golden Chick halftime show. Stay tuned. During that Golden Chick halftime show, we will have some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. We'll kind of talk about the brackets as well. 6A1, 6A2. Those teams trying to get to the state semifinals as well. 4A, 3A, 2A, all the way down to B and C as well.
A lot of good football being played all across the state tonight, Chris.
Yep. Next week begins the semifinals. Those will all be neutral sites, and then the state championships will begin November 30th with Class 4A. 6A1 and 6A2 will be Friday, December 1st. And then on Saturday, December 2nd at 1 o'clock will be the 5A state championship. And then the Class 3A state championship game will be that night on Saturday at 7 p.m. All those games will be played at Chad Richardson Stadium. So if you want to go see some great football, not too far from the house if you're watching from Guthrie. River Warren to throw on the far side. Has a receiver open, and it is caught. And it's going to be first and go.
Surprise.
The Eagles, and there is LaDainian Fields. If OSU or OU can convince him to decommit from TCU, I think they'd have a big-time weapon.
I was talking to the same Del City guy earlier, and I said, so tell me about Fields, the wide receiver DB. I said, is he firm at TCU? He said, I don't know if he is, but I can tell you who is. His mama loves TCU.
Okay, well, that usually wins.
Yeah, it does.
That usually wins.
Yeah.
Ball actually spotted at the 11, so it's going to be first down and 10 with 29 seconds to play in the first half. Two receivers set. Warren across the middle looking for for Adama. That would have been his fourth touchdown. Pass is incomplete, though. Second down, 25 seconds left.
Chris, want to take this chance to thank Gary Good, $10 donation. We appreciate it, Gary, very, very much. Appreciate the comments as well. Gary says, these are tough games to call. You guys do a good job. Yeah, these are tough games to call.
Sure.
But you know what? And I encourage everybody to do this. Remember, high school kids, be positive, enjoy the evening. And you never know what happens in the second half. Blue Jays come out, make some adjustments. You never know.
Second down 10, 25 seconds left here in the first half. River Warren to throw, steps up. He has a big hole to run, and he's going to get into the end zone. When it rains, it pours. And the Eagles celebrating the touchdown. Catch the replay here. Just a big hole, and when all the weapons are covered up, you get another weapon running the football.
Yeah.
Strive Wellness Lounge, PAT. It's blocked. Didn't have a chance. Good job there by the special teams to have a positive moment before the break. Score sticks, though, 34-0. Just 18 seconds left.
Drive. Our new score is now the Blue Jays 0 and your Eagles 34.
Talking about early in the year, knew Guthrie was going to be pretty good, but before all the games started kicking off, a lot of people across the state were talking about a mid-Dale final.
Yeah.
Carl Albert has all the players that moved in. Dale City has all the players that moved in. Choctaw not too far from here as well. But they talked about that Dale City Carl Albert final. Those were the two favorites. That's why they started off number 1 and number 2 and haven't budged from that number 1, number 2 spot all season long.
Yeah.
And then you have Guthrie, Elgin, Claremore, Sapulpa, Bishop Kelly, Bishop McGinnis, all trying to keep up. But that's one good thing about Coach Robert Jones, and I brought this up many times throughout the year, is this Dale City team, athletic, they have the playmakers, but they're also a well-disciplined team. He has brought that over here at Dale City as well, now in his third year.
Yeah, and it is. They're very disciplined. They believe in the system. They believe in what the coach is telling them. Listen, you can say what you want to say. We had him number 2 all year, never moved him out of number 2. What we're seeing tonight, this team is championship caliber, obviously. And by all looks of things, it's going to be a Dale City Carl Albert matchup in the finals.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, fielded at the 10 to the 20, and hit hard is Tariq Watson before he gets to the 25-yard line. And Guthrie will have a first down and 10. A reminder, we do it every Wednesday night. It is the high school huddle all the way through the state championship games. We talk all 11-man football and all the things that happen on and off the field. 6 o'clock every Wednesday night on our sister channel, on our YouTube sister channel, Second Banana Media. Always ask that you please subscribe and like that page. First and 10, 9 seconds. Couple plays here for Guthrie. See if anything big can pop off here. Calvert trips behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll be at the line of scrimmage. And that first half will come to an end. And Guthrie will get into the locker room and will try to figure something out against these almighty Dale City Eagles. Halftime score 34-0. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have the scoring recap. We'll have scores from around the state of Oklahoma as well. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
We collectively have lost over 90 pounds now, are just feeling better than ever. There's a complete acceptance. There's zero judgment. Everybody's truly loved here. It's just such a great environment.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better. You should come down, say hi, get to know the people at Strive Wellness Lounge. They've got something here that's going to make your life better.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Cheeseburger. Just up with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
Because you got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic Cheesecake Blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help.
Welcome back. Halftime show brought to you by our good friends at Golden Chick Halftime Show 33 and 35. Well, I can taste my chicken right now.
Oh, we're going to have chicken on the way home?
I think I'm hungry.
No, I'm starving.
Yes. Blue Jays trail this one 35-0. We'll talk about this one here in a little bit, but we want to get you updated on what's happened. 34-0. Apologies. Get you updated on some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. We'll take a look at the largest class, 6A1, Bixby. Seen that, done that. By the way, real quick, before we get into Norman and Norman North playing in the second round. That hasn't happened since 2012. And that says like two schools make up one district where you have Jinx, large, Bixby, not quite large, but Union, Broken Arrow, all these 2-3 schools. Or the one school, Owasso, have not split, but Norman obviously has split, and that goes a long ways.
Yeah.
Compliment to both Norman schools who won home playoff games last week, but right now being shut out by the east side. Bixby shutting out Norman, Owasso shutting out Norman North. Jinx and Santa Fe field, that's a rematch from earlier this year, game one out of the books. Edmond Santa Fe blocked a Jinx potential game-winning field goal to hold off the victory in Jinx, so Santa Fe has to make the trip back up there. And right now, Jinx leads that 10-3. Union Redhawks leading Westmore 14-7. And if these scores hold up, it would be Union and Jinx in one state semifinal, Bixby and Owasso in another. And we always talk about that one West Side school who can do it. Yeah. And they got some work to do.
Hey, Westmore's got the best shot right now, looking at it, I think. And, of course, Union, we think, without the services of their great quarterback, Shaker Rising.
Yeah. So we'll follow those scores throughout the night. 6A2, and the favorites are winning. It's been a four-team race all season long, and it's really been that way the last couple of years as well. Stillwater shutting out Pump City 42-0. Stillwater district champions. Deer Creek shutting out Bartlesville 21-0. Choctaw shutting out Sand Springs 22-0. Ponca City with their interim head coach playing in the second round. Muskogee leads that one 14-3. It's a reminder, 6A1 and 6A2, 12 of the 16 schools qualify for the playoffs. Is it 14? Yeah, 12 out of 16. So those are your 6A1, 6A2 scores. All these brought to you by our friends at South Point Baptist Church. There's our score at halftime here, 34-0. Carl Albert shutting out Collinsville 42-0. Still no score between Claremore and Elgin.
Yeah, that surprises me.
And a lot of defense being played right there. And Bishop McGinnis leading Bishop Kelly 14-7. McGinnis trying to revenge that loss from earlier this year. Battle of the Bishops, a rival game there. And the Irish outscoring the Comets 14-7. So the top scores there, those winners will move on. Del City right now moving on. No score right now, we think, between Claremore and Elgin. No score reporting there. And that game is at halftime. Thank you, Ronnie. And then the bottom there, too. Carl Albert looks like they're headed to the state semifinals against Bishop McGinnis. That's a game we saw earlier this year in a district game. So you might have a 5A2 showdown in the state semifinal if McGinnis can hold off Bishop Kelly. And we always talk about 5A2, the class or the district of all the districts. There's a few others out there that's really, really good in other classes. But right now, of the 8 teams left, 3 are left from District 5A2. Piedmont, the only team that was unable to win. They got shut out last week by Elgin, 20-0. Take a look at some 4A scores real quick. Ada and Clinton, there's a few state championships between those two programs. Ada right now, the Cougars leading Clinton 14-7. Salisal and Blanchard in a good one, 14-14. Number 1, Wagner taking on Tuttle. We saw Tuttle in Gelsma Stadium. Guthrie won that game 20-3 in a 4A, 5A showdown. But right now, Wagner, the defending state champions, shutting out Tuttle 7-0. The number 2 team in 4A football, Poto, the Pirates, leads Newcastle 14-12 in another outstanding game as well. So we'll see how 4A goes. And Phil, do you have Class 3A scores you can pass along?
I will have it here in just 1 second. I apologize. Should have been out ahead of that, Chris.
Well, I forgot.
I knew better. I was sitting there looking at something else, looking at 4A scores while you have them up on our screen. But it's coming up right here. We got Marlowe taking it to Cassia Hall, 27-0. Lincoln Christian walking it with Sulphur over Sulphur, 31-0. Perkins Tryon, 48. Holland Hall, 0.
Wow.
That's 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Heritage Hall winning big over Berry Hill, 21-0.
Here are some scores in Class 2A football. Victory Christian leading Prague 36-24. Prague, of course, led by former Blue Jay head coach Rafe Watkins. Prague undefeated district champions, but they're down 12 points on their home field to Victory Christian, a very solid ball club. Number 1 team in 2A is Washington Warriors. They lead Meeker 28-7. Number 2 team, Millwood, shutting out Purcell 32-0. Number 4 in the high school huddle rankings, Kiefer, shutting out Sequoia Tahlequah 50-0. Kansas leading Ronnie's Idabel Warriors 21-14. That's in the second quarter. Alva went on the road last week and beat Chandler. Kingston barely got by Frederick in a 4-1 matchup. Alva at halftime leads Kingston 14-7. Vienne at Adair leading that one 28-20. Jones, the number 3 ranked team in the high school huddle ranking, shutting out Davis 16-0. Those are your Class 2A scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church.
I have Class A scoring update here. It's brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Hominy winning 35-0 over Wyandotte. That's a half. Walters trailing Dibble by 7, 20-13. Minko winning over Hooker 20-7. That's a half. Boonapache over Stratford 21-13. Woodland beating Colcord 16-6. That's at half as well. And the Logan County team, Crescent,
Number 1 Fairview.
Number 1 Fairview, defending state champions, undefeated. Haven't lost a game since I was a young man, it seems like. Fairview up 13-0 at the half.
Tigers still in striking distance for that, for sure. All those scores across the state of Oklahoma are brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. We'll update them throughout the second half as well, of course, in our post-game show. Timeout here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. Here, score. Dale City leads it 34-0.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student-athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Cheeseburger. You got it. Just up with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake glass.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
know John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Welcome back. At the half, Blue Jays trailing 34-0. It's Dell City Eagles. Tell you, this has been a night, Chris.
I was getting some numbers, Phil.
I know. This has been quite a night. Dell City's done everything right. Guthrie hasn't been able to get anything going. That happens sometimes in competitive sports.
Well, I can tell you the stat of the half, and there's a lot of numbers for Dell City that I currently don't have. But right now, Guthrie's ran 18 offensive plays, 22 total yards. So that just kind of explains how it's been offensively. And if you're Guthrie, you're in the halftime locker room, you're trying to find something that works. And this is a part where you come out and try to have some success and, play within yourself and try to get the ball moving and find some success and some confidence. And it'll be a long haul to try to come back and win this one against a very talented ball club. But that's why you got to find some victories within the game here in the second half. So again, not a whole lot of stats to share with you. 18 offensive plays for Guthrie, 22 yards. Guthrie has had to punt the football away every time they've had, except for one time. That was the end of the half. This is your John Vance Motors scoring summary. But you look at Dell City, Adama with a 1-yard touchdown run, a 3-yard touchdown run, and then a 93-yard punt return. He has 3 touchdowns. And then you throw in LaDainian Fields with a 13-yard touchdown reception, and then River Warren, the quarterback, with an 11-yard touchdown run as well. LaDainian Fields, 6 catches, 108 yards for 1 touchdown. Braylon Adama, 7 rushes, 52 yards. I mentioned those 3 touchdowns. Rodney Fields, 10 carries for 70 yards. And those are some of the numbers for the Dell City Eagles. And really, it started when Dell City got the opening kickoff. It went 12 plays, 58 yards in less than 3.5 minutes. And that's how the whole game got started, was that 12-play drive. Yeah. Remember, it looked like Guthrie had stopped a 3rd down and 19, but a holding or pass interference was called, made it a 3rd down and 4, and then obviously Dell City goes down and scores later. But, you always go back and forth, what ifs, and you can't do that really. I mean, you can, but it doesn't really serve any purpose because maybe they go for it on 4th down and 19 and throw a touchdown pass. But you would like to say, man, if we can get past that one play, trust me, there's been a whole bunch of plays after that, but you just play that what-if type deal. It's not real fair to do, but because if they do punt the way they played tonight, instead of 34-0, it's 27-0.
Yeah, and listen, this is you got to call it the way it really is. Right now, you're just seeing a better football team at Dell City with better athletes win the ball game. Yeah. I mean, and it's why you play them, And
you always have those discussions. If these two teams played 10 times, this team would win 3 times, this team would win 6 times. Right. And this is obviously one of those times. I mean, if Guthrie plays, perfect football, they would win a few times because everything's going against them right now, and everything's going for Dell City. And a lot of credit that goes to Dell City. They lead 34-0. Take another timeout. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
And we also got the rolls made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Eagles soaring high over the Jays tonight. Battle of the Birds definitely going the way of Del City tonight, 34-0. As Guthrie trying to find some answers here in the second half to keep this one in striking distance. It'll be a long haul for that to happen, but we'll be here every step of the way. Appreciate you checking us out tonight on GMP TV. And, Guthrie 0-5 in these games, but the teams they've run into in the second round, much like tonight, I think this is the best team Guthrie has seen in some years. And Guthrie has seen Carl Albert every single year, but this is a special team here at Del City. Athletic discipline and playmakers. And, you might look up here in a couple weeks and Del City's holding up a state championship trophy. So we'll see.
Doubt.
We'll take a timeout. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Meet Eddie Hinkey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Connect with Eddie today and explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hinkey, where home and business meet success.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal home and auto or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating.
Blue Jays made their way back onto the field here in Dale City. In the end zone to our right. Dale City in the end zone to our left. We're about set for second half action here in about 2.5 minutes. And appreciate our GMP team tonight. Cody Knox, Aaron Ryburn, Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, and Lance Evans, camera operators this evening. Connor Phillips and Ronnie Phillips producing and directing. Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Dale City Eagles leading this one 34-0. And yeah, you know,
I mean, we're all stunned. I think like many of the fans, and you know, it's I do. And I haven't asked Chris this, but I do want to say this. You know, we love all of our fans, love all of our followers. We appreciate you very much. Just ask you to keep it classy on the chat, if you would, please. You know, these are high school kids, and they're competing, but we appreciate each and every one of you. Just be mindful of that. Love to see your comments, but be mindful of what we're putting on there.
Hey, I got some big-time news right now to share. Lula is back at Golden Chick.
Come on now.
She just invited all of us to go to Golden Chick.
Let's go!
How about that?
That's big time.
We got some great news. How about that?
Like back?
Yes.
Yes.
Said I'm back. How cool is that?
Lula's the lady.
At Golden Chick, our great sponsor here all season long, not only on this broadcast, but for Guthrie and for Langston. And that is some great news. So Lula back at Golden Chick. She knows how to run that place, does a great job, and I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, that is really good. Of course, we love us some Lula, and you know, unfortunately, we know that Lula lost her home in a fire here not too long ago, and I know a lot of people rallied behind her and her family. She's as good as they get, not just running a restaurant, but as a human being.
Absolutely.
Boys, you think some of that spicy chicken would warm things up down here on the side?
I don't know, but Chris is buying us something for dinner when we get down here tonight.
I saw that convenience store. Half the lights were off on the marquee, but it still looked like a pretty nice place.
Yeah, good stuff.
No?
Which place?
I saw it somewhere on I-35.
Oh, I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Dale City will kick off here the second half. See if the Blue Jays can get something going. Again, 18 offensive plays, 22 yards. I think they just had the one first down as well. So see if the second half is a different half. And again, find wins within the game. Coming back will be a tall task. We'll see what happens, though. Down 34-0. Eagles kick this one away. And here's a return from the 6-yard line. Quickly to the 25-30. Spinning to the 35-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Guthrie Blue Jay offense. And we'll see what Guthrie comes out doing here. And it was tough sledding all the way with the running game and the passing game. And we'll see if Guthrie sticks to what they do best, which is run the football. And if that's what you do best, then if they come out here and run the football, you expect that.
Yeah, and that is what you'd expect. And I think the important thing for the Blue Jays is to go out and continue to compete. You got to compete. You got to take it one play at a time. See if you can get something going.
In play for Pride. Harper on the right side. This will be his best carry of the night. He's across the 40, 45, and at midfield. A 15-yard run for Jalen Harper. What a seniors campaign he's had.
Well, and Jalen's one of those kids. He's going to have an opportunity to play college football next year. He'll get to play somewhere. And you got to remember, too, Jalen, this is actually his hometown. This is where he was originally born and went to school here. And so he knows a lot of these kids playing for Dell City tonight.
He was driven out of bounds by Ladanian Fields. Harper liked the right side. Now he's going to try the left side. And he'll pick up 3 yards up to the 47-yard line. You look at this Guthrie program, Phil, the senior class, 29 victories, multiple playoff victories.
Yeah.
You look at Hayden Calvert, 30 victories as a Blue Jay quarterback as he'll check the sideline. We mentioned it earlier, leading the way all time in victories as a starting quarterback was Brian Dutton as Calvert goes across the 45 up to the 40, and Guthrie will be close to a first down. They will have the first down on this opening drive here. Number 2 on the list is Kai Staley with 33 career wins.
He wasn't too bad.
Hayden Calvert 3 behind him.
Yeah, and I think it's important you celebrate in games like this. You need to celebrate all these kids, but for definitely the senior kids. This has been a tremendous senior class. They've done it with class. They're good, fine young men off the field as well. We're very proud of all these kids. They got a half of football left. They're going to go out and compete. I want to see the kids go out competing. As you see Calvert break one there for a nice pickup on first down. You talk about QB1.
And Del City will take a timeout. They don't like the way Guthrie's come out on this one, trying to set the tempo. Coach Jones calls the timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 10-12 to play in quarter number 3. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Terry Insure Group, you'll be held by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Jays moving the football here to begin quarter number 3, so much that Del City had to spend a timeout. Coach Jones wants to continue the momentum. Saw it slipping a little bit. Calvert to throw. Calvert looking for Doles. It's intercepted. Intercepted inside the 25 and tackled at the 35-yard line. And the Eagles will have a first down and 10. And it's Rodney Fields with the interception. Again, Rodney Fields, the running back, also playing linebacker. Hadn't really played a whole lot of linebacker until the last couple of weeks. Coach Jones wanted to keep him fresh all season long. And Coach Jones said Rodney Fields plays linebacker much like he does running the football, aggressive and physical. And he's having a great game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's just an outstanding football player.
So if you do get to that Carl Albert Del City, they're definitely headed to the state semifinals, and we're still looking for someone to score in Elgin.
Yeah.
As Herzl and Ty Gettings on the tackle. Still looking for someone to score in Elgin to see who will play the Del City Eagles, and that will be a fun state semifinal game. And we saw Elgin last year, watch them all season long as well, as we talk about them every Wednesday on the High School Huddle show. Again, that's every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. But, boy, Elgin, we're going to have a tough task.
Well, yeah, the uphill task. But I came into this thinking that'd be a shootout. Claremore and Elgin. Here they are. Yeah, boy.
Here's another big run here for the Eagles, trying to chase from behind. Not going to make it. Eagles back on the scoreboard. This one from 65 yards out. Guthrie had a couple opportunities, and he simply took off. That's number 7, Shaden Green. He's a junior. And we don't want to get – we had to bring up the transfers because that is a big part of this Del City team. But we've also said multiple times, without the transfers, this Del City team was still going to be good because of Green and because of Adama and because of all these other great players. It's just these other players that have moved in have taken them to a different level.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's been a great team either way, but anybody that doesn't recognize those transfers helping is kidding themselves.
Timeout from Del City. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
41-0. Del City Eagles kick this one away. Guthrie fields it at the 28. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Chris Evans will have a commentary here. We appreciate all of our great folks on our GMP chat, and it has been a tremendous season all year long on our chat. And Guthrie has won so many games this year and have been dominant all season long. And now we have people with fake names coming onto our program with comments that we don't appreciate. And yes, we will delete you and have deleted you, and we'll continue to delete you as well. I hate to be that direct. We don't like to be that direct, but we will not have outsiders coming in and talking about the program when it's at its lowest as far as scoreboard this year. You've had all season long to come on here and do your thing, and you're going to wait till now to come on and make those comments. So they will be deleted. And I apologize for that. But Guthrie gets a first down in the process as Guthrie, again, tried to move the football down the field. Did a good job on their opening drive before the turnover. So we'll see what Guthrie can just simply find the end zone and maybe find some success for these seniors to have something to look back on.
Yeah, and I think, first of all, I'm buying dinner now after that commentary, Chris. I appreciate that. But
no notes either.
No notes. That's from the heart. Good job by Harp there, bouncing it outside. Yeah, we've talked about the great years some of these kids have, and I'd like to spend a little time doing that tonight, Chris. Try to get some time in for each one of these kids. Of course, everybody talks about Harper. They always talk about the kids that get all the stats, that score all the touchdowns. Boy, we got some good ones up front. I think about Tommy White out there on the outside playing that left tackle position. 2-year starter for the Blue Jays, has done a great, great job for the Jays on that offensive line.
What about our center, Phil, number 77? I mean, he's been. I mean, how many snaps has he had to take? There was kind of a little snap by committee as Calvert breaks a big one here. He's at the 40, inside the 30, and finally tackled inside the 25-yard line.
Great job there, QB1. Proud of him seeing. And this is what we were talking about: competing. Continue to compete. This is what you want to see your kids do when they're in a situation like this. You talked about 77 Eli Johnston. Great job at center. Anytime you do this, you're going to leave people out, Chris.
We got time. We'll get them in.
Of course, on the out, we've talked about Calvert. Looking for, he had 30 wins in his career. Got his first victory as a freshman down at Lawton. Has had a tremendous career as well. Really proud of him. Hayden's done a great job. Fine young man.
Here's Harper taking a snap. I don't think it was intended for him as Calvert had to leave for a moment, and Kai Axtell now at quarterback. Calvert had to go off onto the sideline.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, trying to find him. He's been battling all night long and actually all week long. This one might be an ankle injury, but Kai Axtell now in at quarterback as Guthrie has not been this deep in the this close to the end zone as they're at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, 20-yard line for the Jays.
73 right guard, Phil, another one, and 58 the right tackle. The right side has been really good. When you talk about 73 and 58, I'll let you talk about them here in a second as Jalen will take the handoff and just too many Eagles flying to the football.
You talked about 58 right guard, Christian Perrin, senior, 5'11", 250-pound seniors, had a great year, has done a great job. That offensive line's been tremendous all year. It's just
they allowed a running back to go over 1,700 yards.
Go over 1,700 yards, set a single game record. Jalen did last week. You don't do that without a great offensive line and great blocking on the outside by the wide receivers as well.
Of course, you got Cooper Walters, a sophomore lineman, started as a freshman. You got junior Eli Plagg, Blake Doles, a junior, have been huge blockers as well as Axtell trying to put a toe in the ground and maybe back to the line of scrimmage and just couldn't find a hole to cut it up. They're on third down, and now it'll bring up fourth down and 5-6 yards to go.
See number 40 there, Jace Rainwater, just a sophomore. We've got some very good young players on this Blue Jay team as well. Jace is one of those kids that will continue to get bigger, be in the weight room. Jace is a very good baseball player for the Blue Jays as well. I expect Jace to be outstanding on both the diamond and the football field over his junior and senior year. Number 34, of course, defensively, Kellen Herzl, another one of the sophomores.
Calvert back in the game at quarterback, as Guthrie will obviously go for it here on 4th down and 6. Calvert checks the sideline. He'll throw for it. Lobs it up, looking for Nate Binford, and it's broken up. And here's a flag. McAllister on the coverage. And Guthrie appears will have a first down after the penalty yardage is applied.
Real quick here, I want to thank Judy Arnold. Judy, we appreciate your donation, your of the broadcast. We appreciate your kind words as well. It's why we do this. We enjoy making it possible for loved ones to enjoy their kiddos, whether it's sons, grandsons, nephews, whatever it may be, brothers, all over, no matter where they are.
One scenario, you got Scott Vaughn over in the Middle East.
Yep.
Getting a chance to watch his hometown team play and his son play as well, Maddox Vaughn. We've seen multiple times this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's why everybody should be doing this.
First and goal for the Jays from the 9, trying to get into the end zone. Calvert to Harper, breaks a tackle, and probably back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tough sledding, tough sledding right now. This Del City team is playing. At halftime, I was talking to some of the folks next door to us, Del City folks, and I just went over and said, man, you guys are really good. And they said, yeah, this is the best game we played all year. Best half we played all year. And, And that happens, it just is part of it.
Jays, 2nd and goal from the 9. Calvert to throw again. Lobs it up for Blake Doles, and he comes down with it. Was he in bounds, though? He was not. He was out of bounds. The official right there looked like he was going to be out of bounds when he went up for it. And
you see that reaction.
We'll get a replay here.
Yeah, you see it. Good, just put it up there, try to go make a play. Boy, I tell you, it was close. He just wasn't able to come down with it in bounds. Let's see here. Oh. Boy, now I can't see where the toe is.
It's down, Phil.
But it looks like you got it down.
If there was replay in Oklahoma high school football, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
It does that just tell you how the night's gone?
Yeah, it really does. That's part of sports.
Great job, Michael Pruitt on the camera. Great job of Ronnie of getting it right where we needed to see it. That's what we try to do here on the broadcast. And boy, we'll talk about it later. But as Guthrie goes for it on 4th and goal, trying to find Nate Binford. It's broken up, and Guthrie turns it over on downs.
Yeah, I think that was
third down.
I
apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. That was 3rd down. I forgot the penalty made it a 1st down. So we got 4th and goal. Guthrie obviously will keep the offense on the field. So it's 4th and goal, Guthrie. I'm kind of happy the internet so far has hung in there. It kind of went buffered a little bit on, so we were fighting 3 or 4 different hot spots tonight. Calvert, 4th and goal. Lobs it up. Wide open. And Calvert unable to get it to Doles. It's intercepted. Here's the return. In danger of going 100 yards.
He's going to.
Yeah, that's LaDainian Fields. He had a punt return of 93 yards, and this one's going to be an interception of about, we'll have to see where it's officially marked at when we watch the replay, but it's going to be close to a 100-yard pick 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 102 yards.
102 yards, yeah. Great block there after the interception by the Del City kid. Another good block there. Listen, games like this, you tip your hat. I mean, it is what it is.
LaDainian Fields, a 102-yard pick 6, and then a 93-yard punt return earlier.
Yep.
That's 195 yards on special teams, and then I think it was like 7 catches, around 100 yards or so in that first half. As the extra point sneaks in, no, does not. It's no good, and so the score 6, 47 2-0. Take a timeout. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
102-yard interception for LaDainian Fields. Surely OU or OSU can keep him in state.
Boy, I would hope they'd do everything humanly possible.
But when you look at TCU on Saturdays, they have athletes like that everywhere.
Everywhere.
So,
everywhere.
I can see why he would do it. Well, we've learned Mama
loves TCU.
So, you know what?
Said she wears the colors everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
She walks into basketball games or into football games, she's yelling, "Go Frogs." I mean, she's all in.
Guthrie returns it out near the 40-yard line, and I know you're probably thinking or wondering, when was the last time Guthrie was shut out in a football game? You got to go back to 2019 when the Carl Albert Titans won 48-0.
Yeah. So,
man, you look at you start thinking back, and the game's in hand, but Doles, because of our great replay and camera work, we were able to see a foot firmly down.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown in college football as well. Yeah. Don't get that call, and then a play or two later, it's a 102-yard interception going the other way.
Well, you said it. That's how the Knights went, right? I mean, it's just everything's went Del City's way because they've earned it. I'm not taking anything away from these kids.
No doubt.
They have absolutely went out and just taken this game over. I don't think there's any question. I've seen tonight's game. Del City and Carl Albert deserve to be 1-2. I may change who I have at 1 after seeing this tonight because I'll tell you what, they're so impressive, so fast, just great athletes all over the field.
And I've been talking about, and I've gotten to see it with my own eyes tonight. Harper tries to break loose. He runs for about 8 yards, but getting to see it with my own eyes tonight. And Robert Jones, you hear him on the radio and you hear him in multiple coaches' interviews. I mean, he's done 25 interviews, I think, this week, talking to all the media around the state of Oklahoma. He's a great guy. He brings a great mindset here to Del City, and then you give him these athletes. He's a cool coach to follow, and he's well liked. You can see why he's well liked.
Yeah. He's a good man, does good things with these kids, and those are the kind of folks you want in coaching in high school.
Harper lunges
Harp.
for the first down. Whistles blow just near the 40-yard line. If we can real quick pull up the 5A scoreboard brought to you by South Point Baptist Church, kind of get an update what's going on there. We have a score in Elgin, Oklahoma. Elgin 6, Claremore 0.
Uh-oh.
Carl Albert still shutting out Collinsville 52-0. And Collinsville, they're number 6 in the state of Oklahoma. They're good too, and they're getting shut out by a good team, Carl Albert. So it does happen.
Oh, yeah.
McGinnis leads Kelly 21-14.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball's at the Eagles' 39-yard line. Guthrie's been able to move the ball here, just trying to find the scoreboard here as Watson spins off the 35, cuts it to the 30, to the 25, running hard to the 22-yard line.
Competing. That's what we wanted to see. It's easy in games like this to lay down. These kids aren't. They're battling.
Nice block there by Blake Doles.
Yeah.
That was a pancake. Guthrie's had it here a couple times. Now they got to punch it in.
Yep. You talked about Blake. I love me some Blake Doles. He's a football player, that young man is. Loves the game, passionate about it. Great kid. Proud he's a Guthrie Blue Jay.
First and 10. Doles in the motion, lines up at the halfback spot. Off to Watson. tripped up back to the line of scrimmage. 70 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group post-game show. One final time here in the football season. While the broadcast team will have to say goodbye to Guthrie. Our broadcast team will be lucky enough to have state semifinals and state championship broadcasts and productions for the OSSAA. So if you want to check out your GMP TV crew, we'll turn into the NFHS network starting next week, and then we'll have all the production for the state championship games. We're so lucky and blessed to be offered that, and not only for football, but for many other sports across the state of Oklahoma. So that's what we'll get to do here in a couple weeks. We were really hoping we get to have the Blue Jays in that semifinal or championship game on our broadcast, but anyway, we'll talk about that and a whole lot more in the fourth quarter. Coming up as Del City will go into the fourth quarter with a 47-0 lead. Jays trying to get on the scoreboard when we come back. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Final quarter of the 2023 football season here in Del City. Guthrie trails at 47-0. Cody Knox, Aaron Ryburn earning their pay tonight, that's for sure. Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, and Lance Evans. Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans. Good news. Short drive home.
After dinner.
That was a test. I wasn't really concerned about the drive, but
After dinner.
Okay.
After dinner.
You continue to go with that, so.
Cheddars, that sounds good.
Well, now we can send them in. Are they paying for a dinner tonight?
Well,
we give them a plug.
Now you're yelling at me.
Sheesh. Calvert throws it up, and it is incomplete. Looking for Harper. It'll bring up 4th down and 7. Guthrie needs a 13. I've watched Del City scouting them out.
Yep.
And I've always heard the announcer. I think I'm going to have to put the headsets on a break and just go down and see.
Yeah.
The announcer.
Go lay eyes.
Yeah, I just want to see. I like to go in there and just kind of watch and see how he.
Oh yeah, how he does it?
Is it natural?
Oh no, I don't think this is manufactured. This is who he is.
Okay, 4th down and 7. Guthrie needs 7 for a first down. Calvert pumps, goes to the far side. It's incomplete, but here is pass interference. LaDanian Fields. He's got the next level celebration down. When you break up a play and you throw your hands up, he's got that down well. And he's going to be called for pass interference, and Guthrie will have the first down. You know, Booker T. Washington, we went up there in 2008.
Yeah.
Night Train is what his name is.
Oh, boy.
And, he's a fun personality. I would certainly think Mike Patton, who's the PA announcer, I would certainly think he'd be a fun person to hang out with.
What would be a good nickname for him? Passion Patton?
Passion Patton.
You like it?
I do like that.
Yeah? Ronnie's giving me a thumbs up.
Ball,
good to see.
Ball marked at the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal for the Blue Jays, trying to avoid a shutout.
You know, guys, that Del City, that little saying they had started with commitment, and I would say that guy is very committed.
Yes. Let's see what Coach Jones. It's called CDEP. We'll see. We'll talk about Mike Patton. Mike Patton, the PA announcer for Del City. Calvert, though. First down and goal. Draw up the middle, back to the line of scrimmage. Sean, let's see here. C-Dep. Mike Patton, does he have commitment?
Yes.
Absolutely.
D stands for discipline.
Well,
okay. E for effort.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely effort.
T, toughness.
Well, we don't know.
And
that
P,
voice is holding up pretty tough, though.
Yeah. P for pride.
Oh, no, he's proud.
He's got that
he's proud
for sure.
Yeah.
He needs C-Dep on the back of his shirt as well, like these Del City Eagles.
I would give him. Ben Creed said he was this way for the JV and the freshman team also, so that's pretty disciplined.
Little reverse pass to Calvert. Touchdown. Good-looking play there. Hayden Calvert throws a lot of touchdowns, but brings this one in as a receiver.
Good for the kids. Kept competing, kept playing.
And it was senior to senior to senior.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Harper, actually the center, snapped it. He's a senior as well. 4 seniors on the play.
There you go.
Guthrie avoids the shutout. 52 seconds into quarter number 4. Strive Wellness Lounge, PAT, first of the night for the Blue Jays. The extra point is good. Jays on the board. Timeout from Del City. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays. Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
If you're talking seniors, you
Blue
can mention
Jays on the scoreboard. A little reverse pass. Harper to, there it is, right on cue. Harper, Kyrie Watson, Hayden Calvert. Beat the Ladanian Fields. Blue Jays kick this one off. Gets past the Eagles. It'll roll out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Oh, they'll mark it at the 20. Okay. First down and 10. That kickoff brought to you by S&T Oilfield Service. So, Phil, you went down there and talked to Mike Patton.
Passion Patton.
Okay, yeah. The PA announcer we hear all the time.
Yep.
Little did we know, we were talking to him
the whole night,
not knowing who Passion Patton was.
He's well rested, and let me tell you, people are saying he's going to be tired, exhausted. Oh no, he got a lot in the tank.
Okay,
no, he's got a lot in the tank. He's good. Yeah. He's an Eagle through and through.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Passion Patton.
He liked it.
Okay.
Good to see.
Eagles to the running game. This is, I believe, Green, who went on that big touchdown run earlier. It is Green. And he takes it to the 35-yard line. 15. I think he might have ignited more passion.
Yeah, I got him. I motivated him.
Yeah, you gave him a nickname, and now
because he said he loved it. So I love it. So yeah, he's passionate. Yeah, he's all in. But I want to say this about Del. Everybody's been so kind, professional, helpful.
Yes.
From the second we got here, people jumping in, helping us get into the facility so we can start our setup.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to, I was talking to Coach Jones early in the week, letting him know, hey, we're coming, and he was, glad you're able to come, and I hope you, find everything fine that you need, and that's, it's hard to root against Nick Herndon on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Or excuse me, that's Nico Pena. I apologize.
Another one of the great seniors, 3-year starter, Nico, great kid. It's and that's the hard part, to go out like this. That's the hard part for these seniors especially. And this is the last time many of these kids will ever wear a football uniform. It's the last time any of them will ever put on the uniform for the Blue Jays. That's a tough thing. These kids grew up in Little League, being a Blue Jay, wanting to be a Blue Jay on Friday nights. Nico's one of the many outstanding seniors down on the field for the Jays.
Yeah, a lot of seniors on that defense. I think there might be 9. I'd have to look at
right,
9
Chris.
seniors.
Yeah.
Ty Giddings, Nico Pena, Nicholas Herendeen, Delonte Glover, flag on a play. You also got Eli Maroney, who we believe right now is tied for the all-time sack record in Guthrie football history. There's a lot of great football players. Of course, Josh Farnell, the linebacker in the middle of all that, Nate Benford and the Watson brothers and Xavier Williams as well. A lot of seniors on that defense that put up some defensive numbers that we might not see in some time wearing the royal blue and white.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great job. And I want to talk about the staff. They've done a great job. They work hard with these kids all year long in off season, and they continue to do their job trying to put these kids in situations to be successful.
Across the 35, there's a flag at the 31. Looks like this one's probably coming back. Kellen Herzl, he's a sophomore. He'll be back. He'll have a whole lot of new friends with him next year, though. Guthrie's going to have to find a new quarterback.
Yeah. Talk about this senior-laden team. There'll be a lot of spots open for next year. And
you'll build the team around, of course, Kellen Herzl. You'll build around Blake Doles.
Axtell.
Kai Axtell will be there.
Got some kids up front, of course. On the offensive line will be back.
The junior high program and the freshman teams have won a lot of games over the last several years. Now, there will be a learning curve, and they'll say they turned it over for the second time at the 19. Nicholas Herendeen comes up with it. That's a good senior moment there for 35.
Yeah, good job for Nicholas. That's good to see.
And the defense will put the offense back onto the field. Obviously, with all the seniors leaving, as I mentioned, it'll be a learning curve next year. But Guthrie has, missed the playoffs 2 times since 2001.
Yeah.
I think 2004, then 2019, 18, whatever it might have been. So you certainly think they'll be right in the mix as well. Calvert keeps it, and he'll lunge to the 16-yard line. Pump City West will move down into the 5A2 district. 5A2 district will look a little bit different. All the districts next year in 5A will look a little bit different. Of course, Carlbert's still there. Shawnee will still be there. McGinnis moves up to 6A2.
Yeah.
So it'll look a little different next year. And I still think Guthrie can be a playoff team next year. Piedmont is gone next year as well. So
a lot of changes.
Guthrie has been so superior, as Harper runs, so superior to the other teams that those like El Reno moving in, they're going to be losing some players as well. El Reno in the district next year. So Guthrie, I think, obviously will have to come down a little bit.
Yeah.
And other teams will try to get a little bit more better to maybe meet in the middle and see how it falls.
Yeah.
How the dominoes fall next year. Patton getting everyone ready for the 3rd down and 3. Guthrie trying to score on back-to-back drives here after the defense recovered a fumble. We'll have a scoreboard update here in a second in a 5A game. Calvert keeps it, and he'll lunge to the 10 on 3rd down. So he will be about maybe 1.5 yards shy of the 1st down. So Guthrie will have a 4th down coming up here in a minute. If we can pull up that 5A scoreboard here real quick. Looks like Claremore right now leading Elgin 7-6.
Wow.
So number 3 and number 4 might be going down tonight. We'll see. Number 1 and number 2 are holding on. Number 5 trails McGinnis. 4th down and 1. Harper has the 1st down and a whole lot more as he'll get down to the 5. 1st and goal, Blue Jays.
Yeah, good job there by Harp.
Check it out here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay.
Battling. Chris, got a little bit of a potential upset. I mean, this is not an upset alert, but Newcastle down by 3 late in the fourth to number 1 Poto, 21-18. Newcastle's battling.
Yeah, Poto is, Newcastle played in that tough district with Tuttle and Blanchard, and I believe Plainview is the other team in there, as Jalen Harper will push the pile near the 2-yard line. And it'll be second and goal.
Harper, of course, has had a incredible senior season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing, too, you always have people asking us about, or at least I think we both do a lot, where, well, why isn't our kids getting looks at OU and O-State? And listen, they don't hand out. I mean, Harper's a great high school football player.
Calvert into the end zone. Hayden Calvert, his second touchdown of the night.
Good job, Hayden. That's a tall order, though, Chris. They don't hand out scholarships to everybody from O-State, OU, the Power 5 schools. Harp will play football somewhere. He'll get an opportunity.
Blue Jays' second score in this fourth quarter. Try to put point number 14 on the scoreboard. Noah French will do that. He loves that tee. They gave him a tee this year, and he's really taken off since then. Extra point is good. 47-14, new score. Timeout from Dale City. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Hayden Calvert, second touchdown of the night for the senior quarterback. Short kick, fielded by Dell City. Hayden Calvert, his second touchdown. Scoring summary brought to you by the John Vance Motors Auto Group. Big thank you to John Vance for sponsoring our trip to Dell City tonight, allowing us to travel as a team with all of our equipment. Big thank you to the good folks there.
Yeah, talk about our great sponsors, Chris. They've been with us for years, and we appreciate all those. We got some new sponsors as well. We just appreciate everything. They do allow us to go out and broadcast these games and allow people to watch their kids who can't get out. Of course, we always encourage you to get out and go to the games, but if you can't, we sure appreciate you tuning in here.
Green across the 48, 47-yard line, and we mentioned our football duties moving over to the NFHS network next week and the week after, but I think we are going to pick up some Blue Jay wrestling and some Blue Jay basketball this year as well. So we'll try to get out to the gymnasium this year and bring you those games and let you see our production on the inside a gymnasium.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Of course, Sean Silva's our buddy, the sideline guy, getting it all done, very active with the wrestling program at all levels in Guthrie.
And before we move on to the winter sports, how about a fall season for Guthrie Athletics?
Yeah.
Softball team, state runner-ups, cross-country girls state runners-up. The boys cross-country team qualify for the state run for, 4, 5, 6 years in a row, whatever it is. Guthrie with the stop there. The band finishes 8th in Class 5A. The football team, 10 victories this year. Just some unbelievable defensive numbers, the shutouts and the negative rushing yards, all that stuff. It has been a very, very well-respected, highly respected fall season for Guthrie High School athletics.
No doubt about it, and I think, and I don't want anybody you hate it when the season ends like this. You don't want people to forget that, right?
Yeah.
These kids have had a tremendous season and done things we've never seen done before defensively for the Jays. Took it on the chin tonight, but they've represented our community well, showed class throughout the game, good fair play, hard play, and competed all the way through the game. There was plenty of opportunities to find a back door in the second half in this game, and they haven't looked for it. So I'm awful proud of every one of these kids and all of our coaches as well. They've done a fabulous job all year long.
Looks like Dale City's going to punt for the first time tonight. Rickland, well, he's number 40. He's the punter. Man, he is really, really, really good, and he's going to be one of the main leaders and guys next year. He's already a leader out there right now, but his numbers and all that comes with that, he'll be one of the near the top for the Eagles next year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We talked about him and said, heck, this kid could get a scholarship right now for punting. I hope he doesn't shank it, Chris.
No, it's a pretty good offer right now. Fielded at the 15 to the near sideline and out of bounds near the 30. And no flag on a potential late hit. Watson gets up, hands it off to an Eagle, and goes across the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I would still take Trey Washington for Carl Alberts in the punting department.
Yeah.
Washington been doing it as a freshman, and I can't remember who I was watching. I think it was Mark Rogers interviewing Coach Dunn. I think it was Mark Rogers and Bob Stoops interviewing Coach Dunn. Mm-hmm. And he brought up, he's a pretty good receiver, and I don't know where he's going to maybe play defense, but if they ever need a punter, he's pretty good. He's over 40 yards per punt. As Kyrie Watson will get a little handoff on the right side, he'll go across the 35 to near the 40-yard line. Andrew Knight, 72, the jersey man. He wears 3 different jerseys. Tonight he's number 72. He's in there on that offensive line. He also plays looks like he's going to be right guard, but he's also played a tight end. Another one of those seniors that Blue Jays will say farewell to tonight, and he'll move on to baseball.
Yeah,
here pretty soon. We do have a final. The Zebras of Claremore High School are moving on to the state semifinals, and they will take on the Dell City Eagles.
Wow.
Number 3 and number 4 go down tonight. Number 1 and number 2 remain. Number 5 trying to hold on. Number 5 is Bishop Kelly. I think they trailed the entire night to Bishop McGinnis. And Phil, to be honest with you, you always talk about Guthrie. Man, they can go for a district championship, and then Carl Albert, finish second. If you finish third, it's an I don't want to say easy, but
simpler
route this year, right. Finishing third instead of finishing second.
Yeah.
Timeout taken by Dell City. We do need a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll finish that thought after this. This is Blue Jay Football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the Golden Tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours.
It is amazing.
And we also got the rolls. Made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
Mm-hmm. We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services: mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dell City, Oklahoma. Second round high school action. Blue Jays will have it. Watson with Harper and Doles blocking ahead. He'll get across the 40, near the 41-yard line. Final 2 minutes of the season for the Blue Jays. Jalen Harper will come off the field.
Heck of a career for Harp.
Stay tuned. We'll have the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Passion Patton still wants
He's on fire, Chris.
Still wants some defense. He's going to go to the final second. 3rd down and 8. Calvert changes the play at the line of scrimmage, and Guthrie spins a timeout. Think we're good to keep it here. So Claremore officially defeats Elgin tonight. That's official. So one state semifinal in Class 5A will be Dell City and Elgin. The other state semifinal will be Carl Albert, and right now, if it ended right now, it'd be Bishop McGinnis, but there's still a little bit of time left in that ball game against Bishop Kelly.
Dell City and Claremore. You misspoke.
I'm sorry,
just wanted to correct.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we're talking going back and forth with them, but Dell City. We talked about it driving the game. We both had a feeling Claremore. That was a game that just kind of had a gut that, man, they could. So and it's. This is playoff football. I mean, it just gets crazy this time of year.
I will say this. We'll get to the high school huddle on Wednesday night. I don't know what the top 10 games are, but I'm picking Dell City to beat Claremore.
Yes, sir. We can go and put that down now.
Okay. So we can put that game on there so we can at least get one win?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll put that on there.
Everybody's happy tonight.
Is that IMG?
I think it is. I think it is.
What do you say?
Enjoying the victory.
Oh, okay.
Enjoying the victory. Enjoy the victory. So.
What oh, he enjoys the show.
Got a fan.
Hey.
Well, there you go, Chris. It was all good. And he's kind of big, so you don't want to.
No.
Nod your head, yes.
Fan of the high school huddle show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
By the way, we all did pick Guthrie to win.
We did.
This game is not what.
No.
This is a what do they call it? Anomaly? Something that
anomaly.
I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
You think they'll watch next week?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm picking Claremore. I'm going to make sure he knows that we're going to.
Here we go.
If I build up Claremore, he might.
Can you wait to say that until we leave?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Calvert hands it off. Blue Jays will move the pile with a first down run by Tariq Watson. That's always on that high school huddle show. It's usually Guthrie fans. It's not opposing fans. It's always the Guthrie fans when you have to pick against them.
Oh yeah, not happy.
Like we picked against them against Carl Albert.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I always told you it's not good to choose Guthrie when you do the broadcast, because if you choose Guthrie, you're a homer.
Yeah, no matter what.
And if you pick against Guthrie, well, you're not one of us.
I picked Guthrie lose 3 times this year. And took a lot of heat for it, but I really felt that way at that point in the season. That's why I think these Blue Jays had a great season, have a lot to be proud of. This is not reflective of the season our kids have had, and they're lining up, shake hands. Just want to say I'm proud of these Blue Jays.
Final seconds tick off the clock as Coach Beebe and the Blue Jays come to midfield. And Coach Beebe and Coach Jones shake hands. Coach Beebe wishing Coach Jones best of luck moving on. Letting him know he has a solid team. As we get set for the Martin Insurance play of the game, there's a couple of ones to choose from. It'll be this one here. You put the Blue Jays on the board first. As you see the halfback pass to Hayden Calvert.
There you go.
Senior snapped it. Senior received a snap, gave it off to a senior, and then the senior threw it to another senior. And that is your Martin Insurance play of the game. Final score this evening, Dell City Eagles take down the Blue Jays 47-14. The Eagles remain undefeated, 12-0 on the year. Guthrie falls and ends their season at 10-2. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Terra Insure Group postgame show for the final time here in the 2023 season. This is Blue Jay Football, brought to you by F&M Bank.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Meet Eddie Hinkey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Connect with Eddie today and explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hinkey, where home and business meet success.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Del City Eagles victorious tonight. Final score 47-14. They will advance to the state semifinals, where they will take on the Claremore Zebras, who go to Elgin tonight and get up the victory there. Final score there 7-6. Is that right? I think, yeah. Elgin playing some tight games toward the end of the stretch, but their undefeated season comes to an end as well. It just shows you when you have the best. Are we all ready? Okay, let's hold those thoughts. Let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas, who's with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe.
You guys got me? Yeah, I'm live here with Kelly Beebe. Coach, been a great season so far. Just talk us through the season. Tell us your thoughts on this whole great run you guys had.
Well, an outstanding season for our guys, senior laden bunch. We've talked about them all year. We go as they go. 10-win season. I think we're the 11th team in our school history going back to, 116 years to win 10 ball games. Home playoff win, Just came over here tonight. We got out-coached. We got outplayed. We got outran. Del City's an outstanding ball club. They'll be in the finals, most likely against Carl Albert and be a heck of a football game.
A couple seniors to highlight. Eli Maroney ties the sack season record, defensive player. Obviously, Harper on the offense had a heck of a year as well, killing stats. Just talk through those seniors and how much you enjoyed them and how much they're going to be missed.
Oh, well, that whole crew, Eli and Harper, get lots of recognition, deservedly so. But that whole crew of guys, they're tight-knit. There's 21 of them that are going to graduate, which is 7 or 8 more than we typically have. And they've been great in the weight room. They've been great in the off season. They've been great leaders for the younger kids. And when we get back to the field house, we'll sit down and talk for a few minutes about those type of things and passing the leadership on to the next set of guys. They're hurting right now, and that's a sign that they care, And I told them at halftime, because we were a little disheveled, and I said, boys, sports are a microcosm for life. Things don't always go your way, but how you react to adversity defines who you are. They came back out and, and showed character in class and hard in the second half.
Well, Coach, it's been a great year. It's been a lot of fun. Congratulations on the season. We'll see you next year.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, Sean.
That is Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. We'll wrap it up here in the 23 season on his final thoughts here. And just what you expect from Coach Beebe. Out-coached, outplayed. Dell City's got a great team, and that's what happens when you get to the regular season, whether it be NFL, high school, college. Good teams will lose at the end of the year eventually, and obviously you don't want to go down the way you did here tonight with the final score, but there are good teams that will lose. Only one team, it's a cliche, only one team can win it all.
That's right.
And that's when you get down to the part of the season, losses are going to happen.
Well, and let me say this. If the Dell City-Carl Albert matchup is the one that we get in the state championship game, hold on.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a heck of a ball game. I mean, it's just two fabulous teams that just are literally blocks apart. I mean, just an absolutely just a display tonight by the Dell City Eagles.
There you see a cool shot there of the Guthrie fans making their way down onto the field to kind of do what we've been doing throughout this broadcast, thanking them for a great, great season. What a fun season it was. Guthrie 10-2. We'll reflect on some of the games this year here in a little bit. As it's cool to see the Guthrie fans going down there, and you see the seniors hugging each other, hugging each coach, and you hate to see it, but it is kind of a pretty cool scene there. The community coming together at a tough time for some players.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's what sports is about, right? And I think Coach said it best. It's a microcosm of life. Sometimes you get kicked in the teeth. It's not about when you get kicked. It's whether or not you get up and keep going. Proud of these kids, proud of the coaches, proud of our administration. They've done a great job all season long. As you talked about, Chris, all fall sports, but really proud of these boys. They've had a heck of a year.
Dell City wins it 47-14. Take a time out. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays!
We collectively have lost over 90 pounds now, are just feeling better than ever. There's a complete acceptance. There's zero judgment. Everybody's truly loved here. It's just such a great environment.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better. You should come down, say hi, get to know the people at Strive Wellness Lounge. They've got something here that's going to make your life better.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with a unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Meet Eddie Hinkey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Connect with Eddie today and explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hinkey, where home and business meet success.
47-14 final score. Dell City moves on to the state semifinals. Perfect 12-0 on the year. Carl Albert, by the way, also 12-0. Both teams will have some semis to work, but certainly would think it'd be Carl Albert and Dell City playing at 1 o'clock on Saturday, December 2nd at Chad Richardson Stadium. Got a little meat left on the bone before that goes on. We do know Claremore beat Elgin 7-6. Battle of the Bishops still going?
Got a final. Bishop McGinnis, 28. Bishop Kelly, 14.
So Bishop McGinnis moves on to the state semifinals where they will take on the Carl Albert Titans. So the final 4 teams in Class 5A football, 2 of them belong in District 5A2. 5A4 got better. 5A3 is good. 5A1 was down a little bit this year, but king of 5A football remains in 5A2. And when you get 2 teams from the same district in a state semifinal matchup, there can only be one left. But There's 2 or 3 districts smaller than 5A that you can say, yeah, that's pretty good too with 5A2. But 5A2, once again, flexing its muscles this season. Del City flexed it early and often tonight. They took the opening drive, 12 plays, 58 yards, in just a little under 3.5 minutes, 7-0. Guthrie had to punt. They went 3 and out on the first 4 drives of the night. Guthrie at halftime had 18 offensive plays, only 22 yards, but come out in the second half, do get a couple touchdowns on the scoreboard, able to move the football a little bit more. Obviously, just not enough here against a very good Del City football team. Terra Insurance Group, TIGOK.com is the website. The address, 622 South Division Street. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, wearing gloves tonight in the stands. We saw that. Yep. And Dennis Oaks.
Our friends.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate them as we say, as we go on our farewell tour for Guthrie football season.
Yeah. We appreciate TIG, one of the many great sponsors we have, but TIG's been with us for years. You need anything. I got my homeowners and auto with Terra Insure. Chris, you got yours with Terra Insure.
My business stuff?
Yeah, we recommend you get with them, and they'll take great care of you at TIG.
47-14, final score, timeout. We got plenty more. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oaks aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at TIGOK.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Welcome back. Del City High School, 47-14, the final score. Got to work kind of quick here so we can get out of town as a lot of people have already we're going to be one of the last few folks here.
In the dark?
They have been so nice to us, but it might be time for you guys to get out of here.
Up.
Yeah, so they want to get home as well. If we can, real quick, take a look at the 6A1 scoreboard. We'll go through these scores here real quick. Here presented by South Point Baptist Church. Bixby advances to the state semifinal. They will play Owasso, who takes down Norman 43-7. Jinx takes down Santa Fe 24-10, and Union takes down Westmore 35-7. So the East goes 4-0 against the West. It will be Bixby, Owasso, Union, Jinx. Those are the 4 teams. 6A2, Stillwater Cruises, Deer Creek Cruises, Muskogee Cruises, Choctaw Cruises. They've been cruising all season long. Now the real season for 6A2 begins next week with those 4 teams in the state semifinals. 5A, we've talked about it already. Del City will take on Claremore in one semifinal. The other one will be Carl Albert and McGinnis. 4A scoreboard presented by South Point Baptist Church. Ada leads Clinton in the 4th. Last score report in the 3rd quarter, Blanchard over Southsaw 48-21. Wagner taking it to Tuttle 30-0. That's a final. And Poto moves on with a 10-point victory over Newcastle. And Wagner number 1 in 4A, Poto number 2 in 4A. Blanchard and Ada will try to take down one of the top 2 next week. Timeout from Del City. This is the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. At Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Welcome back for the final time here in the 2023 football season here on GMP TV. Do remind you that we are pivoting to wrestling and basketball here for the Blue Jays this winter sports. So we're not going away. We'll take this broadcast and everything with it into the Guthrie High School gymnasium. Congratulations to Del City. They advanced 47-14 to play in the state semifinals. Final segment here. I want to say a big thank you to all of our great fans out there on the broadcast. It's one of the most rewarding seasons we've had with the chats and just the support and all the viewers we've had all year. When you have a good team, you're going to have more people involved, more people interested, and that's exactly what it had. So this Guthrie football team, 10-2 on the year, really gave. I always look at it, a lot of pride being from Guthrie, but what these players and coaches and everything did, that Guthrie name goes across the entire state of Oklahoma with all the publicity that they have gotten this year, and that's always one of the cool things when you have great football teams and great athletic programs is places around the state of Oklahoma know Guthrie by downtown buildings. They know them by the football team and all that stuff. So, a big, huge thank you to all of our great fans out there supporting the program.
Yeah, I mean, each and every one of them. We couldn't do any of this stuff without your support, and we appreciate it. And I think the thing for me with everything that's done here, whether we're talking about the coaches, the fans, what we do, it's about the kids. The kids that are out competing, the kids that are out there working hard every day. That's who it's about. And I'm proud of each and every one of these kids. And I just like to echo it again. Congratulations, Del City. Best of luck. Hope to see you in the finals against Carl Albert. Should be a heck of a ball game.
One final note here. We have one little bit more work to do here as we bring you the Eddie Hinkey Stinson Bentley highlights of the game for the Blue Jays. There's 2 of them, and there were 2 touchdowns, and we will pile those up now for you here on the Eddie Hinkey Stinson highlights of the game. Kyrie Watson, reverse pass to Hayden Calvert, senior to senior. Guthrie on the scoreboard for the first time. Then Hayden Calvert one final time as a senior quarterback. 30 victories for Hayden Calvert as the quarterback for the Blue Jays. Got his first start as a freshman at Lawton MacArthur. Got the victory there. Did not start against Collinsville the following week in a loss in that game, and then started every single game from there on out. It's hard to stay healthy for all those games too.
Well, and you play quarterback at Guthrie, you better be tough because you're going to take a lot of contact, and Hayden's had a heck of a good career, a lot to be proud of, and fine young man. So great job, Hayden.
Big thank you to all of our great sponsors this entire year. We are completely booked on our sponsors, but, man, very rewarding as well. Big thank you to all of our great sponsors. And, Phil, I'm going to try to attempt to do this. Bank First, Integrity Heat and Air, Merritt Roberts, Oklahoma Farm Bureau, Mosquito Authority, also Pest Control, Strive Wellness Lounge, Guthrie Tag Agency, S&T Oilfield Services, South Point Baptist Church, Eddie Hinkey Stinson Billy, Martin Insurance, North Church Guthrie, John Vance Motors, Mercy Hospital, Overhead, A-Team Overhead Door, Paul Creed. If you need any garage door, he is your dude. I promise you that. Hayes Tree Services, also Hayes Funeral Home. Big thank you to the Hayes family once again this year. Interbank, Sonic, Golden Chick. The news is out. Lula is back at Golden Chick.
Big time.
E&H Sturt, big thank you to Eric and Heather. F&M Bank this year as well, and I think I got all of them introduced. And there's 20-some great sponsors out there. Of course, Terra Insure Group, as they sponsor this post-game show as well. So I think I got them all introduced there. And, of course, also Sonic and Exxon. Don't overlook those 2 as well. So big thank you to all of our great sponsors the entire season. And it is time for us to go away here on GMP TV for the final time as we say our final goodbyes. And a big thank you to our crew as well, Phil. This is another rewarding year. 10 members on our GMP staff, and just going on the road, getting all the compliments and getting all the compliments from around the state and getting all the compliments at home as well. Don't ever take it for granted because it is so hard to put all this together, and the pressure of putting it all together, make sure it works for the folks who are depending on this broadcast, goes a long ways. And when all of us work together, and it has been a very rewarding season, 10 members of our team coming together for the broadcast and for the social media. This was a fun season. It
was a great season, and you got moving parts too. And I want to thank Michael and Sean both stepping in this year and taking on key roles. And Michael, of course, I think he's done a great job. Had that great shot tonight on the Doles no-call touchdown that our replay showed he zeroed right in there. Lance does a great job. Of course, Kel gets all the great shots down on the sideline. And then our buddy Sean, like I said, I mean, perfect beard, perfect complexion, perfect voice. I hate his guts. Well, just everything he does. Everything he does. And then he put gloves on tonight and tore a little bit of that down, but I'm going to move past it.
Absolutely, and big thank you to Ronnie and Connor as well as they
the nucleus.
Absolutely. So it is time for us to say goodbye for the final time. The final score here in the Class 5A second round playoffs inside Del City. Eagles win at 47-14. Guthrie ends their season 10-2. The Del City Eagles improved to 12-0, and they head to the state semifinals. Again, stay tuned. Coming up in the winter, we'll have Blue Jay wrestling and Blue Jay basketball. If you want to follow us, we'll be having, I don't know what our assignments are, but we'll have the NFHS Network next week for the state semifinals. I'm not sure what class. And, of course, we'll also have the state championship broadcast as well. Our crew will at Chad Richardson Stadium. So we get to play on at least 2 more weeks. So we are appreciative of that. That'll do it here on the broadcast. Again, big thank you to Cody Knox and Aaron Ryburn back at home on social media. It was a busy night for both of them. We appreciate their work throughout the entire season, and it adds so much of what they do. Cody with our graphics, a lot of YouTube responsibilities as well. Aaron Ryburn does all of our social media, scoring updates, everything you see on social media. That's Aaron doing all that. Can't thank those two enough behind the scenes, making the broadcast as good as it can be. For Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, Lance Evans, Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We'll do it again all next year. Until then, have a great night, and as always, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Football 2023 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. The Martin Insurance Agency, insurance excellence. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley, real estate. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, E&H Dirt Work, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!